draw out these words like, "Oh, I love you," or "I care for you," or "You're so beautiful, baby girl." These women don't mean it.
Alright, there we go.
Right, and the thing is, they all know
Hopefully
that it's a
that's not
lie to one another, and
okay,
they
wait a
believe in the
second.
lies.
Hold on.
Right? It's so funny to see women talk to each other, man, because they really are their worst enemy in situations.
Oh, calm down. There we go, okay. You ever just have something going on YouTube and then it just plays random crap? It's it. Ah, well, it is what it is. Somehow I don't think they'll care. Anyways, so we're playing with some Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I have yet to play this game, so ideally, no spoilers. Just throwing that out there immediately. I don't have the DLC for this game. I did see there was DLC. I'd end up grabbing it, because I've played Fire Emblem games before, and DLC just generally doesn't seem to be worth it. It's a nice add-on, but it's not essential, is probably the best way I could go about it. You told me they only had a normal hard mode before they added maddening? Come on, man. For the sake of the story, and because I don't want to necessarily grind, since we're gonna be streaming the game, I'll probably just go on normal. Generally, just so that way you don't have to see me, like, sit here forever to do it. See, casual's lame, right? Because, it removes permadeath, essentially. Of course, if you're new to the Fire Emblem, you only have a set amount of characters, so permadeath is, a very detrimental. So, but I also have not played it before, and I want to know more, if not most, of the story, in which case I don't want to pick casual, but see, because it's like I want it to be still a good game experience, in the fact that I still want it to be, like, difficult, but I also want to keep as much of the story as I can. So maybe we go hard casual, maybe, so that way there's still a bit of difficulty, but we still have we'll still have the story experience, because nobody's gonna end up fully dying. I think that's a fair compromise. If we ever end up doing, like, a second playthrough of it or something, we'll absolutely go ahead and do Classic. But because I haven't played it before, and I want to know all the story through all the units and whatnot, I mean, will we get through all of it in one playthrough? No, probably not. But I want to get as much as I can within the playthrough, so we'll be casual. Connect to the network, play online. This is online? Sure. Hold on, don't dox me. Don't dox me, Brett. Never mind, I don't have... I forgot, I don't have Nintendo Online. I have the card for it, I just have yet to actually do it. Because, as of recently, we haven't played enough in order to warrant it. Okay, I was wondering if it was going to be too loud, but between all the rain and the crashing of the feet down here, I think we'll be okay. There are some Pegasus Knights. That was a great night there, I can only imagine. Radahan, is that you? you gonna get owned as a great knight? Come on now, you're supposed to be a great knight. It's in the name. Although he's probably a conqueror class, in which case you'd get owned. So, you know what, fair enough. You a dragon queen, or you a mannequin? You must be a mannequin. They always have the green hair. Maybe don't wear, like, heels in the combat. Like, maybe that's me being crazy for saying that, but I can only imagine that's probably not great for you. Do you like this man's weapon? He's very versatile. They're out here playing Elden Ring right now? This man literally let her run up on him. Bruh.
Tell me, Nemesis, do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die in it. Die! You took everything that I loved.
Well, that's an opening. Usually the Fire Emblem games aren't all that brutal that early on. Man. Dude got body. What?
He's gone now, Mother.
Mother? Excuse you? Clearly I'm missing something here. Is that Tiki? That could be Tiki. Although, that'd be, like, really far back. Tiki was also more mature in Awakening, so...
Oh my. What could have brought you here?
I don't know, man. I just saw I was on a battlefield watching a dude get absolutely demolished.
I wonder how you got in here.
You know, I think you said that before. Also, they put, like, nothing into these character models, huh? Like, basically non-existent. That, like, the actual... Like, I know the Switch graphics aren't necessarily all there and all that compared to other things, but, like, bruh. This game is also... 3 years old? I don't know.
It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose.
Well, excuse me for streaming this game. Sorry about that.
Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
You just called me rude, and then you're like... Right. I'm just like a guy. Yeah, buddy. Are we not getting any customization?
I've seen the likes of you before. Who are you anyway?
I'm just like, I'm just like a guy, you know what I'm saying? I'm just immortal. I wonder if those
Then
questions,
you must have a name of sorts. Go
I wonder if those questions are gonna feed into anything. Like if that'll determine my stats or whatnot. Or maybe like scaling of stats. I doubt it, but honestly, I'm lazy and may as well just go with the name. So, not like the ones where they ever give your person a choice of picking a name. Do they ever generally say it? In which case, it really won't matter. So we'll go with this.
I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names.
You picked it.
You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
Are we going in the astrology already? Bruh. You think I know all that? Is that something I want people to see? That's a good point. It's already in my... It's fine. Apparently, we are the Garland Moon. Where are the other moons in here? May as well start from the beginning. Guardian Moon, Pegasus Moon, Lone Moon, Great Tree Moon. Is that an Elden Ring reference? Harpstring Moon, Garland Moons, Blue Sea Moon, okay. Brilliant Rain Moon, Horsebow Moon, Wyvern Moon, Red Wolf Moon, and then the Ethereal Moon. Yeah, but no, out of all of that, we're just a Garland Moon. Oof.
Well, wonders never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange.
Is that something she was supposed to say, or is that, like, legitimately a thing? Because that's a... Well, I guess I got a waifu for me already, same day and all that. Oh, babe.
It all feels so... familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap.
No, Tiki. No, I imagine you're Tiki. If you're not Tiki, then I have no idea who you are. I doubt you're Naga, so...
Begin.
Is it now?
Hey, time to wake up.
Nah, man, you think you're gonna wake me up just saying it like that?
Were you having that
Alright,
dream
well, I'm
again?
up. Dreaming of waifus? Every night. I mean, that's... Come on, man. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's not sus at all. No, that's fine. No, it's whatever. You know what? It's what happened, so...
You've described her to me before. I don't think I've ever met anyone like that.
You know, the fact that he didn't judge me is definitely a Nintendo thing. Because if one of your friends came to you and they're like, what were you dreaming about? I was like, oh yeah, I was just, dreaming about, well, not gonna say it, but you get the idea. That mighty
In
sus.
any case, just put
I
that
would
out of your
say.
mind for now. The battlefield is no place for idle thoughts.
Have you seen the
Risking
other
your
Fire
life is part
Emblem
of the
games?
job
That's
for
all it's
mercenaries
for.
like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed.
It's gotten me killed plenty of times in these games, believe me.
Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom.
Man, when your kingdom is so not worth remembering that it's literally called the kingdom.
I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, good grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Oh, I didn't realize that was going to be part of the waifu simulator. Oops. Well, that's my bad.
Gerald, sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
What's happened?
They really don't have, like, an auto for this? Oh, okay, there we go.
Situation not dire.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that
You
will
let
be so kind
bandits
to lend
to
your
me?
support.
Right.
Bandits? Here?
Can
It's
you
true.
not lead
They
bandits
attacked
to
us
me?
while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm
That
impressed
is
you're
how
staying
bandits
so
work
calm
in Fire
considering the
Emblem, it's true.
situation. Wait, that uniform.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there were a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
I don't even know what class I am, man. So, like, I don't know what you expected out of me here. I would imagine that we're along the lines of a lord / maybe a commoner or something like that. Maybe along the lines of a villager if you played Awakening. Or I guess maybe Shadow of Valencia also had villagers as well. So. I do like the pixel art person down there. Really don't feel like there should be that long of loading screens, but it's also a Switch and not one of the newer ones, so. Okay.
Let's take care of those thieves before they overrun the village. Take down the enemies in front first. That should take the wind out of their sails.
It's like moving. Man window, yes, I know Fire Emblem, thank you. This is me,
Stay
I've got
focused.
Iron Sword. So you're an axe user, you're a spear user, you're a bow, and you're a lance. Alright. Their hit rate is reduced as range increases. That might actually be a nerf to ranged units. I'm not entirely sure if that's new or not. I feel like it's new, though. I feel like they used to always have decent range or, like, decent accuracy at every range, but now it seems like maybe they've imposed a penalty on them now for anything above the usual range. In which case, maybe a sniper class and whatnot would get rid of it. Oh, these are kind of in the way now, huh? Let's see if I can grab these and move them. Move this down here. It's kind of like covering the people, huh? Alright, that should work for the time being. I should move myself as well, huh? Oh, come on, grab the whole thing. There we go. We good right here? Probably alright. Alright, so we're gonna go with that. May as well get our ranged out then. Is it not gonna let me use my range first? I should have to. You have combat arts? Okay, so 1 extra damage plus 30 hit. That's pretty nice. Wish I knew a little more on what they were talking about down there, but it has 2 to 3 range. What does the iron bow have? Still got 2 range. That's fine. What is this cursed setup on the side here? What is going on here? All right, snipe this man. Yeet. Weapon durability, yep, that's the thing. That's okay, though, because we're using iron weapon. Now's not the time for talking. We'll talk later. I've got somebody to absolutely destroy.
As expected.
Owned. Great saves, yeah. This will go faster after some point. I just gotta get it out of the way here. I probably could have turned off tutorials. Is there no marker for your guys' range? Okay, there we go. Is there no mark for everyone? There's gotta be a mark for everyone button. We probably just haven't got to it yet. But yeah, I'm keeping line of sight on everyone here, so that way we don't already die.
I will prevail.
Okay. If you say so. They didn't move at all? You're really just
We'll
gonna sit
advance
there?
while protecting ourselves from the enemy. Take up position inside the forest.
Well, that would help with our defense, it's true. How do we want to go about this, though? Get everybody into position, so that way we're right outside attacking range. You can kind of sneak in there, huh? I imagine the line was just showing that he could attack me from there. Get our sniper in the back here, that way he's got... That was the perfect time for the talk initiation, but oh well. Well, if they're not gonna punish me for not moving, I guess I could go through the talk right
It's
now.
because of you guys that I'm not dead right now. Thanks for that. I didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me.
Glad that I had that conversation. Okay, now everybody can talk to my man here. Alright, well. We have to go in the range at some point. It's more like, what do we not want? Okay, you're both sword users, so swords are weak against lances, so let's get you in a forest here. That way you can talk to
Thank
me
you.
as well.
We are in your debt. It wouldn't do for us to fall in a place like this. Please, lend us your strength. Let's work together to drive out these thieves.
Yes, good. If we're in the forest, we can sustain their attacks without losing the advantage.
You say that, but some people really don't care about tile advantage. You're gonna get like triple attacked if I leave you right there. Can you really hit me from right there as well? Man, you guys have range. Although you really don't have like any accuracy, so I think you're probably
You have a
fine.
strange aura about you.
Ah, well,
You say
that's
you're a
just...
mercenary, so show me what you can do.
It's called charisma, thank you, but... we could go into the forest, but that... I guess that does give us a retreat. Sure, you know what? Why not? That's expected. I knew somebody was gonna attack her because they had the weapon advantage. Him attacking me is interesting considering I had the weapon advantage. Usually the AI doesn't like to do that.
This is a fine opportunity. Use the combat arts I taught you.
We looked into those. Powerful techniques that use more weapon durability than usual. Okay, so you can break your weapons even faster. That's not exactly what you want to see, but okay. They do not typically allow for follow-up attacks either. Well, that's not great. I mean, it says they typically don't, which means that some do, in which case those are going to be the broken skills. Because that's just how Fire Emblem goes. Learn new combat skills when their weapon skills go up. Interesting. There are no combat arts for reason or faith. Those skills grant magic instead. I imagine they're talking about mage classes and whatnot. How about you snipe this nerd right here? I could have you. Can I have you smash that dude if I open it for you? I don't know. He's kind of hiding. We'll see how this goes. Smash him if you will. We can miss. This guy's only got a 83% chance to hit. So, if everything goes all what is normal for Fire Emblem here, I'll end up missing one of these times and take extra damage for it. Although, with it being the first, presumably, tutorial area, I don't expect that to be the case. Really can't hit this man? Alright. A little bit of a mistake in that regard. That's okay. Can I move you up a little more without you being in range for an attack? I'll probably end up taking a little bit more damage here. That's understandable. He went right to my archer. That's not surprising. The question is, who do I want to give this
Attack
to?
when an ally is nearby, and the enemy will be intimidated, making them easier to hit.
Okay, so we don't necessarily have partners in this one like we did in Awakening, but we do have adjacent effects. When you attack an enemy that's attack range of one warrior other units, you'll trigger a linked attack. During a linked attack, your avoid rate and hit rate are higher than normal. Linked attacks between certain units will also raise might, which means you'll just get more damage for being next to each other. Good use of link attacks is key to defeating powerful enemies. Link attacks will also build support among units involved. As is the waifu simulator that is Fire Emblem. Of course we're gonna feed ourselves to kill. I mean, come on now. That's every Fire. Using items? Yeah, don't really need to do that just yet. You would think I would be able to sit my archer inside of a tower and just have him, like, rain down on people, but I guess that's not a thing.
Damn, why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess we'll have to deal with them too.
What, is it not normal for mercenaries to be inside a village? The whole, like, mercenaries for a reason thing? Oh, boy. The big guns are coming in here. He's probably along the lines of a great knight, in which case he'll absolutely destroy everyone for me. An item might come on an enemy indicates you'll get that item that's highlighted in green and the... Yeah, alright. Normal drops when you kill people. Nice, good. Man, you guys have range, huh? If I put you right here, is it gonna extend the range? Sometimes it doesn't always say until after you do it, and then it will still say you're in range and you get hit for no reason. Oh, come on. I gotta get used to playing with the Joy-Cons again, because we haven't played any Nintendo games in a minute. Which I did actually end up getting some more Nintendo games. I got Mario Party Superstars, I got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and then I've got Breath of the Wild coming within the next week or so, so that way if people want to, we can play some Mario Party and some Mario Kart. Wasn't really looking for Geralt to get in there, because now he's going to start stealing my XP. Get in there. Steal the kill before he takes the XP.
Is that all?
I don't really have you in a great spot, huh? I guess we'll just have our sniper take this one. Well, I have combat arts? I do. I can outright one-shot him with it? Oh, alright then.
Should I have held back?
I thought it was going to say nothing for a moment, and then I was about to get salty. But that would have been my Fire Emblem luck. My stat gains are generally not where I'd like them to be. I really don't have it. Oh, I have curve shot. That's... How does my accuracy go down? I have an accuracy boost of like 7 or like 30.
You where you stand.
Good luck with that. I've got 3 people in the way. One of them presumably being a great knight. So, yeah, good luck to you on that one. You really don't have that much movement, do you?
Hey, you with the blank stare! Out of my way!
You ran up to me! What? Oh, Geralt's gonna steal my kill right here, isn't he? You're gonna steal my item too, aren't you?
You, Gerald the Blade Breaker? What's a renowned mercenary like
He's
you
about to steal
doing
my
here?
items and my
I'm
XP.
the one who should be complaining. I'm caught up in the mess you started.
I mean, is he wrong? You hit this man for okay, they made sure that he couldn't steal my kill, is basically what that was. Because he absolutely could if he wanted to. I'm already at a double hit? What is my speed? To where I can already get 2 attacks in. That dude got absolutely demolished. Well, give me another level. We're a commoner, huh?
Such power dwells within.
Here comes the Fire Emblem regular leveling. That is my luck, which is none of that, because what was that stat upgrade? But alright. What? So Wardo? The world? I keep forgetting to check back in the screen, so if I'm covering too much, just let me
What are
know.
you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool.
Get you killed! I'm pretty sure I just took an axe to the back.
After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis. But I'm also known as the Beginning.
Sothis, you say? Well, that would make sense why you don't look like Tiki.
Sothis. Yes, that is it. My
Oh,
name
you
is
remember your own
Sothis.
name? Oh, now it's
And
covering
I
the
am
text.
also called the Beginning. But who once called me that?
Somebody got baby rage over the fact that I had the text over it. Somebody might, but I mean, honestly, you should be able to hear it through the game audio, which then she's literally just saying what's down there. But if it becomes an issue, just tell me and I'll try and figure out a new spot for this. What are you talking about, or your name? I'll say your name.
I was not able to recall my name until just now.
Yeah, you had the full
Just like that
capacity to
came to
roast
me.
me.
How odd. That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name?
No, I imagine you're a mannequin, in which
Oh,
case you
that
can turn
child
into a
just
dragon.
saved your life. And what does that make you?
A guy? I'm just a guy, man. I don't know what to tell you. I'm less than a child? Just to mess with her.
Correct. You understand.
Oh, come on.
You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl.
And I would do
Yet
it
all is
again
well,
for the
as I have
waifus.
stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened.
Thank you. But also, if you could do it with less roasting. Also, you stopped time. Acting hero
I do
with the
not hear
rate
your
of 3
gratitude.
people.
Perhaps I
Appreciate you.
should
How
force
you
you to
guys
leave?
doing? We just started some Fire Emblem 3 houses right
This
here.
gratitude's so much to
Just
ask.
about finished
I
the
did
first
deem you worth saving
tutorial-esque map. So we're just kind of
Though it was
going
only
through, getting
momentary,
roasted by
time has
Sothis over
stopped.
here. Called me less
How
of a
have I done
child.
manage that?
All that good stuff. How's it going, acting hero? Appreciate the raid, by the way. Thank you so much for that. I'm surprised people found this. When I had originally looked, it said like 79 people were like watching this, so I was like, I really didn't expect. You came from Binding Blade. Ah, I see. I've never played Binding Blade. I forget if is that one of the Japanese exclusive ones? I forget if it was a Japanese exclusive that they remade over here. And maybe I played it under a different name, because that sounds like one that I wanted to play, but because it was like Japan exclusive, I was never able to, unless I go through certain means, in which case I'm sure I could. I do want to play Genealogy of the Holy War someday, because I think, like, from what I've seen of it, it seems like one of the best Fire Emblems, but I know that one's Japan exclusive, unless you go through other means. Yep, Japan exclusive. Yep, that would do it. One day. I'm sure somebody has it translated and through various other means, but I'd also have to find various other means. So, you know, one day I'll play it. I played a decent amount of these, though. We played Awakening, we played Fire Emblem Warriors, we played Sacred Blade? Fire Emblem 4 is my favorite game ever. Understandable. It's a good game.
When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh, and you will surely meet your end.
Oh, well, thanks for not sugarcoating it for me.
How rude of you to drag me into this.
I was saving a waifu. What do you want me to do? I mean, clearly you have some power over time, so turning back the hands of time probably would be fine. I'll just stay here and wait to die. You know what? You want to be salty? You want to call me a rude child the entire time? You know what? I'm gonna stay here and die. How do you feel about that one?
As though I could stand idly by and watch that come to pass.
Ah, well.
Oh, but perhaps.
Waifu Simulator failed.
Of course.
Maidenless yet
Let us turn
again.
back the hands of time.
Elden Ring was right.
Yes, I do believe it
Camera,
can be done.
please. Come on
You
now.
really are quite troublesome.
Thanks.
I cannot wind back time
As
too
if I
far,
haven't heard
but
that one before.
all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time.
I'm sure
Now
this
go.
gonna be abused in
Yes,
some way.
you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
Do you even know what you're talking about? Because something tells me you don't. Yeah, I literally just remembered your name like less than 5 minutes ago, so how You couldn't remember that. Yeah,
ショー
you
の始まり
know
だ
how to
ぜ
do.
準備はできたか
Appreciate you acting cute. The raid, the follow, just my man. My man really bought an axe to a sword fight? Do you not know the weapon triangle, good sir? That's how you get owned. Thank you. So.
Hey, did you just...
Yeah, I kinda did.
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students.
A little late there,
The
friend.
thieves are
It's
running
alright,
away.
I got
Go
it.
after them.
They're already running it. What was the point of that? Just the save face?
The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Oh, I'm just like a guy.
Why him?
Why him is you're referring to me, or why him is you're referring to this guy? Which, you know, fair enough. Hey, our main man, our main character is the MVP. It's almost like that's how you play every Fire Emblem. Or maybe that's just me. Okay, we have an autosave. The pixel art is nice. If you can't see anything by any means, just tell me and I'll try and move stuff around as is. I know, like, it's covering the, I know it's covering the text or whatever, but that was when we were fighting, so maybe I'll move it back when we're not in a fight, maybe? See how this goes?
Knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit,
There
Alois.
we go.
Just as loud as...
Although I guess I covered the
And drop
dude's
that
face
captain
now, huh?
nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore.
I guess I could
These
put it
days I'm
over his
just a
face and be
wandering
like, I'm the one that's
who had
talking.
work to do.
I am the captain now.
Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
There we go.
Garrig Mach
Good for now.
Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the
I guess I still
captain's
cover his
child?
head a little more. I'm absolutely a bandit. He's a stranger to me. I highly doubt that we're, I really not seeing the family resemblance right here, so.
Great sense of humor, this one. Clearly cut from the same cloth as the captain. I'd
What
love
the
for
heck?
you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you?
I don't think I have a choice in the matter. I think we're just going. And you're all there.
What's trouble, you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
The Knights of Seros? They do seem rather skilled.
Rather skilled? This man literally just came after we beat all the bandits. How would you know?
It seems your presence is required. Get going.
Oh, great. I got voices in my head. What's new, honestly, at this point? We've had so many just voices in our head between all the other
I appreciate your help
games.
back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly
Okay,
an
now you're
experienced
blowing it out of
mercenary.
proportion.
And
That
your
was just the
father,
bandits.
That would be Gerald, the blade breaker.
Apparently
Former
so.
captain of the Knights of
I'm not
Seros,
really seeing the family
oft praised
resemblance
as the
here, but
strongest
maybe
knight
that's
to
me.
ever live. Have I missed anything?
I didn't know he's a captain. Well, presumably, considering he was basically leading us through that fight. Yeah, the Knight of Seros, because I didn't look anything into this game. I knew it existed, but at the time that it came out, I never had a Switch. So it was like, well, I guess I just have to eat this L until I got one. But now that we got one, here we are. Yeah, so about that Knight
You
of
haven't heard
Seros.
of the Knights of Seros? The most famous order of knights in all of Fódlan.
Well, if they are, that last guy was
coming
not a
with us to
great
the
showing,
monastery,
though.
right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers Academy at Garrig Mach Monastery.
ショーの
We
始
were
まりだ
doing some
ぜ
training exercises
準
when
備は
those
できたか
bandits attacked.
Short
I definitely got
fused.
the
How's
worst
it
of it.
going?
That would be because you ran
Hello.
off.
Appreciate you for coming on through.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined
Of course, the archer
everything.
would be the first one to
Because of them,
retreat with their
every
whole
single one of those
zero
bandits
defensive
chased
stats
after
and
us.
all that. Well,
Utterly
that's not even true.
ridiculous.
The snipers have great
so
defense.
that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust
All
those
right,
you rely
the
on.
entire everybody's got to
Joy,
roast
a
everybody
royal
from
debate
every
between
other
their
house. I'm
highnesses.
sure that's usually
I
how
wonder
that
how
goes.
being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet?
I
or
do
is
like
your
the
lack
eye
of
color that
self-awareness a
she's got
condition
going
of
on
some
there.
sort?
The actual
In any case,
look
forgive
is
our
good. The
digression.
character
I must
models
speak with you if you can spare a moment.
definitely could have
When
had
you
more
held
work
your
put
ground
into
against
them.
the
I
bandits'
think it's
leader was
probably a fair
captivating.
criticism.
You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now, I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own
ショー
proposition.
の始まりだ
The
ぜ。
Holy Kingdom of
準備はで
Fargus
き
is
た
in
か？
dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself.
Aries, thank
do
you
consider
for
returning
the
to the
follow.
kingdom with me.
Appreciate everybody coming
Whoa
through
there.
tonight.
You two sure are hasty. Trying to
It's
recruit
always a
someone
nice
who just
change
met.
because, like, this is actually the most follows we've
I was
really
personally
had
planning to develop
in
a deep and lasting friendship on our journey
probably
back
like
to the
6
monasteries
months,
before begging for
honestly.
favors.
So
But it seems there's no time
I'm
for
not good at
niceties in this
expressing
world.
stuff, so like,
So, capable stranger,
just
let's get right
know
to it.
that
Where
I
does
do
your allegiance
appreciate.
lie?
It's just I'm not the most expressionate person,
seems one's
as
place
you
of
probably
birth
see
is
through the
quite
talking and
significant
whatnot.
to them.
So
But
let
they're
it
so impressed
don't
by
let
you
me
that you may
think
take your pick.
don't let me let you think that your follow wasn't as important as everybody else's or anything like that. I appreciate everybody that's coming out. I mean, I just don't know what to say. I was not listening to any of that. Where are we at again? It seems one of the places of birth is quite significant to them, yet they're also impressed by you. That you may take your pick. League of Nobles, Noble Knights, Land of Ancient History. I'm part of the ancient history, I guess?
A wise choice.
Oh.
Though the Empire has fallen from its
I'm not
former glory,
simping for the
the other
waifus.
regions
That's
are
just the
merely
first
offshoots
one that I
pale in
picked.
comparison.
Unless.
All right, that's enough with the
Whoa, wait,
All right,
whoa,
that's-
wait, whoa. Okay, now play it again.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
Still gotta get used to playing with the Joy-Cons. And now it's not the auto advance.
My, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique.
It's almost like they're 3 individuals, Sophus. I've honestly forgotten everybody's name. Uh-huh. She's always evaluating me? Yeah. That's pretty much what they said when she was talking. Oh, it's gonna make me go through all of them? Okay. Seems quite sincere? Sure. I sense darkness lurking beneath? My guy, like, at most, is probably gonna become like a regular knight. And then he's gonna have 0 mobility, and then he's probably never getting used again, but sure. A smile doesn't reach his eye. Huh?
Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy once again.
Stop yawning, it's my ears. Which is probably my head. You're gonna make me sleepy, too.
I may be sleeping, but
Why are all you Manikeets always so sleepy? I imagine you're a Manikeet anyways. Tiki was sleepy. You're sleepy. I think Baumet was one of the other ones, and Sacred Blade, Sacred Swords. Don't know.
Part 1. White Clouds. Great Tree Moon. 3 houses.
Great Tree Moon is one of the months. I don't remember it now, but I do remember when it was having us go
The
through the
icy
months.
winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fódlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into
What was that dude's face? The art's not bad. The character models were, could have been
The
better.
continent of Fódlan,
But the actual
said to be
art's not bad.
protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial.
Talking
Three
about
ruling
Naga?
powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights.
That's a nice house.
To the east, a league of nobles that
Just
needs
right in
no
Griffin.
king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fódlan and these three mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
Ah, you know Fire Emblem. Harmony is not how this goes down.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fódlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough.
Oh, have access to the horses? No wonder why these guys didn't get here in time.
There it is. Garrick Mock Monastery.
It's not Marth's castle, but it's still pretty nice. This area makes me think of, like, the Revenants, or I believe they were called Revenants from, like, Awakening, how they were always in the crypts and whatnot. What a shot. What a shot. Uh-huh. I can only imagine that was on purpose at this point.
Ray is here.
Who? You know, Sophis, you gotta remind me of Rhea there. That's all I'm saying. Between the headdress, I guess they would
Did the
call
flow
it.
of time bring you here?
Ah, well, no, they brought me here, but I have power over the flow of time through Sophis, if that counts.
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now,
Oh, I'm sure it's very hard on you. You been here before? I would imagine you would have, considering you didn't want to
saw
run
her
to it.
in the courtyard earlier, didn't you? The Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
I did. She's an archbishop, though? I guess it is a monastery, so you know what? That's probably fair.
As you know, the majority of folks in Fódlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros.
Oh, not the
leader
teachings
of that
of Naga?
ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting?
Is it
like
just
this?
me, or does her
Forgive my
voice
silence
not
all these years.
match her
Much has
character?
happened since
Maybe
we
that's
last
just
spoke.
me.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Where is me mum,
Yes.
then, if
For many years after I left this
the
place,
child of this
wish
guy?
I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm
All
afraid
right,
we lost her
immediately
to
explain.
illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois.
Don't we
So-
always lose our mother in Fire Emblem? At least the last ones we did, right? Because I can't remember the name of it now. Not off the top of my head. Awakening? No, we were just an amnesiac. Fates? Fates, we lost the birthright mother immediately, right? Am I remembering that right? I don't know, it's been a minute. My name is...
A fine name indeed.
This guy.
From the
I
bottom of
am
my
that
heart,
guy.
I thank you for saving those students of the Officers Academy.
They honestly could have handled themselves, depending on how the game played out. But realistically, the stats were
You
there for
already
them to
know
beat
what
them
it is I
without
wish
me.
to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros.
You say
I'm
forced, but
sorry I
didn't
dragged
you
into
not just
this.
agree to
Looks
it?
like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
Thanks for bringing me into this, Dad. As a mercenary, I imagine. I mean, a servant could probably also apply to being a mercenary.
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers Academy.
He called them
right?
brats.
Well, the academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
Alois, me and you are at the Avatar.
You must be the new professor.
Oh,
My, how stern and handsome you are.
Manila.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck.
Well,
And
maybe being a
watch out for
professor
Lady
isn't so
Rhea.
bad.
I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something.
I can only
Stay on your
imagine
guard.
that she's up to something.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and
Why you gotta
age are
say
not
it like that?
necessarily correlated, as you well know.
Thank you.
I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor
A
at the
crest
Officers
scholar?
Academy.
What does that even
I
mean, man?
wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can.
Is that a
delve into the
hereditary
subject
thing?
further.
Because I believe the
I'm
father would have it
Manuela.
as well.
I'm
That's
a professor, a physician, a songstress,
oh,
and available.
you teach physics,
nice
do
to
you
meet
now?
you.
Well then, you're a physician. You're a songstress. I don't think you have a songstress voice that we've seen as of yet. So
Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company.
again, your voice
Perhaps you've
immediately
heard
is
of me?
not putting
The
it
Middlefront
there.
Opera Company is beautiful, peerless.
Oh, okay, you got an
Spare our
attitude with you.
colleague The
Alright.
needless chatter, Manuela.
Thank
Now,
you. This dude knows what's up
Seems
over
you'll
there.
be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each.
I don't get briefed on anything,
really
man. I
not
just get
know?
thrown in the middle of things.
Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain.
Thanks.
The Officers Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin.
That's usually how that
the
goes,
Black
yeah?
Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next emperor.
Empress, actually not
the
emperor,
Blue Lion
but that's...
House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this
What are
year
these
is
house
Prince Dimitri.
symbols? These are...
He is to be the next king of
These are
Fargus.
lame. Where were the ones that we had on the map? Nolan?
Lastly,
See,
there's
that
the
one's
Golden Deer
passable.
House, which is
The
for
other one's
students of the
passable.
Leicester
The other ones
Alliance.
before that.
Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next emperor, king, and sovereign duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you
Thanks.
try spending time with the students. some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're
Oh,
good
no.
kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy.
I mean, he's not wrong. I'm
I
kind
have
of like
made my
just a
decision,
guy.
Seth. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
You say that,
I
but
can't say that's
I'm
all
not
too
entirely
comforting.
sure about
How
that.
trustworthy is this Gerald character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago?
Great Fire?
I would remind you that Flame is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Seteth, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
Well, green-haired NPCs have a bad tendency of getting killed off, so I can't... You know, something tells me that she is probably not long for this world if I just had to take a random guess at it. What was her name in Awakening? Was it Emmett? I want to say her name's Emmett. Man, I cannot remember. I remember when I first got Awakening. That was like probably close to like right when the 3DS came out. Which case, I was like, yeah, sure. I have played like Shadow Dragon and stuff as well. Sacred Stones, I believe another one was called. I played the original Fire Emblem with Lyn and stuff. Lyn, Hector, and stuff like that. Not really any of the Japan exclusives because of that reason. One day I will. These guys are mute so far when he was talking, just in case, like, you're thinking you missed any of their conversation or whatnot. Yeah, that dude's not concerning at all. Oh, well. Hey, how you doing? Oh, okay. So I guess we train our own classes now? Okay. How'd this guy have more trouble fighting off a sword than an axe when he's weak to an axe? Unless they switched up the weapon triangle, which I highly doubt after this long. Although you did have that weird time where light and dark magic was the thing, so... moving around... Ooh, we can dash? Okay, good. If you're unsure what to do next, look to the left side of the screen. Your current objectives will be displayed here. Thanks. Set the task from you. Psych!
Ha! I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here.
Yeah,
frankly, we
catch
had
me out
someone
in the
else
training
about
yard. I
to
got
go,
something to
but
tell you.
They ran off during our dust-up with the bandits. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable.
I'm not
Now,
looking
you
for
should
your
make the
friendship,
rounds.
man. You just
Go
have to
around the
accept where I'm
monastery
at.
and see
That's
that
all
you
that
greet
is.
everyone.
Yeah, I'll eat everyone when I feel like it. Which is like right now. So why not? Rhea, I'll be back for you in a minute. I've got people to figure out. This camera is cursed. I feel like I already need to change the settings on it or something. Hopefully my voice is alright. My own setup is cursed right here. So, the mic's a little farther away from myself than I would like. I'm hoping that doesn't become an issue. Can I not leave? Am I locked in here with you until I accept this? I think that looks to be the case. Hey, can I sit on the throne real quick? Nope. Alright then.
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the office.
I was finally informed,
To
yes.
start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home.
Whoa,
That is
whoa,
your
new
first
home.
task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me.
Well, if you're not gonna let me
I
outside
ask a
until I
favor of you?
accept it. Iron sword, meh. Vulnerary, meh. 500 gold, that's it? Yeah, give me it. Those who can give or involved with quests will have icons by them. Okay. Consult the quest menu to see quests you've accepted. The icons besides each quest indicate your status. Icons for essential quests are red. Presumably the one we had with her was the red question mark was the required one, considering I couldn't get out of the room until just now. Alright, let me out. Get me out of you. Do I have to click on the arrow or probably? Minimap. Okay. Shows your current location, the locations of important people, the directions to quest givers, and more. This is a cursed map. It takes up so much of the area. We good? Oh, it's just, okay. It's doing whatever it's gonna do. Gotcha. Alright, I have to talk to you, by the way.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire.
I am,
I never properly
in a
introduced
certain
myself,
sense.
did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresbelk. I am the princess
I'm never
and
gonna
heir
remember
apparent
that
of the
name. I'm
Adrestian
just letting you know right now.
Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles.
I'll consider
I hope
it.
you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Give me all that you got going on here. Start with yourself, m'lady.
Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant. Arrogant, even. But there's little
I
to be
could have
done.
guessed that one.
One day, I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
Hey! The heck? A low-key roast? You're weak against bows and magic, but you either have access to or are strong against swords, axes, presumably knights based on that, probably armored units. The flag, I have no idea. You just get free extra XP gain just for existing? Oh, must be nice. Multiplies experience earned by 1.2. What do you got going on here? You have good strength, your speed is average, I want to say that's charisma, maybe, at the bottom right there? Because I know the rest of them. Well, actually, I don't know Dex. Dex is a new one, isn't it? Because strength normal, magic normal, speed normal, luck normal, defense, resistance, Dex, and what I can only assume is charisma down there in the bottom right. We'll have to see what those do. But, like, I'm just like,
Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
okay, so he's a mage, and then everything about him is just about average, except for his defense, which is what you would expect from a mage, so that's fair. You're good against bows, you're good against a different form of magic? I don't know what these icons mean at this point. You're good against flags, that's cool, I guess. Weak against axes, weak against magic, and weak against flying. Yeah, that's expected. Grants +5 might with gambits. Gambits? I can't think of what a gambit would be off the top of my head, but okay.
For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Duke Ire. which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is perhaps too pleased with its own status.
Is that why he always wants to challenge you? What? This dude just has no weaknesses? What? Are you sure this is a Fire Emblem game? So you're good against... unless strengths is presumably what you can actually learn maybe in the future, instead of what you're actually good against, perhaps? In which case, swords, spears, axes, and you can do horseback. So you're a great knight contender, essentially. Got you. Grants 15 hit avoid when unit is at full HP. Well, good. I guess that's useful for one instance. I mean, I guess you can keep getting him back if you put a healer with him, but at that point, is that worth it? You have strength, you have speed, presumably a little charisma there at the bottom, assuming that is what that is, and everything else. Resistance is non-existent, and considering the last time I remember mages are pretty strong, that's a death waiting to happen, but alright.
He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping.
Nothing wrong with that.
Any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire.
So you're just heavy magic and resistance, so you're gonna be a mage. You got a little bit of luck to you as well there. Unit takes no action except Boy recovers up to 10% of max HP. I mean, that seems like it should be decent, but if you're going to be a mage or something along those lines, then they generally don't have that much HP, so 10% is not insane. I mean, even if you get up to like 60 HP or so, that's still going to be like a 6 heal, which at that point you're going to be taking more damage anyways. But, strengths, good against presumably all magic, weakness against axes, and getting punched in the face. Alright.
He's the second son of Count Bergliez. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him.
So you have strength, always good. Average speed, fair enough. You have good luck, so you could potentially be a Myrmidon. Especially if we get Astra or something on you. In which case, maybe we could get enough luck procs to make something work there. Your defense is average, your resistance is non-existent. Man, people have no resistance, okay. Good against axes and fists. Not so great against bows, magic, and flag people. Alright. Where did they pull these names from? Like, did they just go into a name generator and then just keep hitting the button and they're like, is that a female-esque enough name? Yeah, sure, okay, slap it in there, hit the button again. Good enough? Sure, it just, that's what it feels like to me. Maybe, I could be wrong about that, but some of the names.
She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she's shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry, I'll make sure she finds her way to class.
Thank you. Grants +5 attack when the unit is not at full HP. Okay, I mean, presumably you're gonna always more than likely be under full HP, right? So it's essentially like 13, 5, 7, 7. 5, 4, 2, 6. So you got charisma. You're gonna have strength once you're under full HP. You have decent dexterity, or you have good. You get good speed, good dexterity. You got charisma. You've got strength. So essentially, you're a glass cannon, is what I'm seeing from this, because 4 defense is below average, and then I guess resistance is about normal, but that's still terrible. That's like the nobles of old levels of resistance where they would just get wiped by like any mage. So, yeah.
Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely
You know, I've heard
sure
about
what brought her to the
songstress
Officers' Academy.
before. I don't suppose you're like, I don't know, maybe like a daughter of the other lady professor here? I mean, apparently I'm a son of Jerome, which I still don't see, in which case that's I can only imagine that's probably what that is. So you got good magic, you got halfway decent, your resistance is up there, which, considering that you're probably going to be a mage, makes sense. You've got good speed, you got charisma, your strength, not so much, your defense, not so... People just do not have defense in this game, huh? Adjacent allies recover up to 10% of max HP at the start of each turn. Yeah, so her skill is just better than the dude's that's like... Hers is just way less of a condition to play around with, right? Because the other guy's is like... You can't do anything besides wait, and then he'll restore 10% of his max HP. But then hers is literally just be next to you, and then she can heal approximately 4 people, unless it does the one square tile all around her, in which case it's probably closer to, what, 9 people up to 10% of their max HP at the start of each turn? Yeah, that seems pretty good. Strong against swords and magic, also weak against a certain type of magic. Riders in general, between the horses and the flyers. Alright, so don't let the flyers touch her, got it.
To the west of Fódlan is an archipelago called Brigid. Petra is the granddaughter of their king. Brigid is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
I mean, you say she's incredibly smart, but I don't know if you've seen that magic stat of 3 there, but... And also that resistance of 2, which presumably means, you know, if you want to consider the mages as being smarter, then she's not really up there. Just... You are like a Bourbon in the making, though. 9 strength, above average, 10 speed, which is very high, especially for a level 1 at that. Good luck. Average defense. Save reses everyone, which is just hot garbage. And you got some charisma. Alright, so you're gonna be one of the stronger units, just based off of your stats, looking right here. Even though your total stats were lower than some of the others, but you've got the stats in the right places. That's what I'm saying. Take that as well, I suppose. Hunter's Boon grants 20 crit when foes' HP is less than or equal to 50% HP. Yeah, so you're gonna be like a Myrmidon or something. You're gonna be out there killing people. Gotcha. Good against swords, axes, bows, flyers. Weak against magic. That's everybody in existence. Anybody else out here? Apparently I can talk to somebody around here. Can you get Dimitri to be your friend? I don't know. I think I...
Greetings! You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know?
You have a very important job, I see.
mean, to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
Glad to see that we have only the most elite protecting the academy here. We can dash. It's gonna be a little slow because I still want to... I haven't played this one before, so I still want to figure everything out. So I apologize if it's a little slow. I'm just trying to figure out everything on this one. Or at least find out a decent amount of it so that way we can, you know, get through it quicker.
The Golden Deer House is for students of the Leicester Alliance.
Okay.
Our house leader is heir to the Alliance's leadership, House Regan. We have plenty of other prominent nobles as well.
If you could sound like a little more of a robot, that'd be great, but, okay.
You must be the renowned mercenary who rescued Claude. Honestly,
Rescued is a little strong. The man kind of killed off, I think, like 3 bandits by himself. So.
You will want to remember it.
Okay, alright. Let's not get too high and mighty, alright? We get it. You're a noble. I'm just a commoner, even though I'm probably higher than that.
Guest?
In actuality.
That way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, Raphael. That's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leonie Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
Bruh. Come on, man. That's just the absolute.
You're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are?
Are you that one lady's sister? Because you got the same look going on.
My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am like.
Is that not the same look?
Please do not forget it.
Nope, I've already forgotten. Okay. Is there really, like, no way to make this map smaller? It's just, like, absurdly big.
Are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you.
I'm just like a guy.
I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name is... Marianne von Edmund. Are you joining the Knights of Seros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you.
I mean, I'm a professor, so if you want to go along those lines, then sure. Okay, I can't talk to you guys, gotcha.
What do you think?
I can talk to you.
Yeah.
What we got going on here? I can't even read like half the conversations because the map is just like existing.
This classroom belongs to the Blue Lion House. Our house leader is Prince Dimitri. All of us here hail from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
A holy kingdom, you say? Well, I remember a genealogy of the Holy War, in which case most of those went down in flames, but I suppose this is not the same time.
Hey there, are you the mercenary who saved His Highness? It's an honor to meet you. I'm Sylvain Jose Gautier. Feel free to say hi whenever you like.
At least I got a little bit of decent respect out of that guy.
Hi there, you must be the one everyone's talking about. I'm Ash, great to meet you. This here is Dedu. He serves Prince Dimitri.
I have heard that you
What a
rescued His
name.
Highness. Words cannot express my gratitude. Should you ever require my strength, please know that I will hasten to repay this debt.
Dude's pretty tall. I mean, I'm not like short or anything, but that dude is very tall. Alright.
Yes.
What else we got in here to talk to? Get these out of the way. Nope. Apparently can't talk to you. Alright. Well, if I can't talk to you, get out the way.
I heard all about what you did from Prince Dimitri. As a citizen of Fargus, I thank you.
Are you considered a
He also said
commoner?
you're quite skilled, and he doesn't just say things like that. I look forward to sparring with you and beating you.
Felix,
A little
must you
presumptuous
always speak of
there.
fighting right away? Oh, and, you may call me Ingrid. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I mean, I guess they had to pull new names by this point, right? But, like, some of these names. Yeah, maybe it's just the American in me, but some of these names are a little out there. Maybe that's just me.
You don't look familiar at all. Do you work here at the monastery? Oh, Mercy.
I do now.
Do you think this is that mercenary people have been talking about? Now that I think about it, that does sound like
Is her
something
name
Dimitri may have said.
literally Mercedes?
I suppose
Okay.
you'll be enrolling at the Officers Academy too, then?
I can appreciate
Well,
the
it's
voice,
a pleasure
though.
to meet you. My name is Mercedes, and this is my best friend. I'm Annette. It's nice to meet you.
I know an Anna, I know an Annette. Maybe we'll see Anna again in this one. I already talked to you.
This
I'm getting
is the
stuck
classroom
on
of the Black
everything
Eagle
already.
House, which is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Our house leader is Princess Edelgard. There are many other nobles among our ranks as well.
As it seems to be the thing. The waifus are talking about the other husbandos that aren't me. How dare you? I get it, I'm just a professor.
Bernadetta, this is no stranger. Our house leader owes this person a great debt. Is that not right? I am Ferdinand von Eyre, legitimate son of the Eyre family.
The fact that you have to put legitimate son in front of it is concerning.
I look forward to getting better acquainted with you.
I can appreciate that. So, do you have anything else to say? Oh, not again. Stop. Yes, I get it. Okay. I was just thinking maybe I could just talk to the wife who would know. All right, then.
I am Hubert, a humble servant.
My dude looks like he's straight out of Slytherin. Like, am I wrong?
I to the aid of Her Highness. You have my most sincere thanks. This is Petra. She has come all the way from Bridget to study in the Empire. Back on her archipelago, she is actually a princess. In Fódlan terms, she would be called heir to the throne.
Hello, I am called Petra. I am pleased to be meeting with... I am pleased to have met you.
Alright, a little strange on the dialect, but that's okay.
Is it true that you saved Edelgard? That's incredible.
Some of these facial expressions.
Caspar, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
Linhard, goodbye.
Sheesh, Linhard. How'd you get into the academy with those manners?
Apparently he's extremely smart.
Are you a student here too?
So that's what...
Maybe we'll be in the same class.
Need more sleep? Don't we all, man? Don't we all, honestly?
Well, aren't you just lovely?
Oh, I can say that about you as well, milady.
Shall I show you around?
Oh, don't mind if I do. Maybe hold on to my arm by chance?
I was a member of an opera company in the Empire. You should hear me sing sometime.
I'm sure I will with your stats.
Thank you.
Hey!
I keep forgetting I can run. Hey, cat. Oh, I could just run through the cat? Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, why not? What are you doing over here?
What do you want?
The only people in here with masks on?
I am Yuritsa. I teach here. Weapon instruction. These are the training grounds.
Somebody's trying a little too hard in this voice acting. Although somebody approved it, so at the same time, you know.
Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I
It's
hadn't even the
quite
courtesy to
alright,
properly
friend.
introduce
We were
myself.
killing off, man.
I
It's
am
all
Dimitri
good.
Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here.
You figured it out
Delightful news.
already?
I still have much
No,
to
a
learn,
little too much.
but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention?
At least he's got some respect. Ooh.
Me? Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think?
That's fair.
I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped.
I mean, you're a noble. Presumably, you're one of the main people. In which case, your stats are about what you'd expect there. Good strength, good dexterity, good speed, good defense, charisma's there. I mean, you have double the resistance of basically everybody else, so I guess that makes you pretty good in that regard, which is sad because it's a 4. But, we also can't expect crits from you at 5 luck there, but just a solid person all around, so. You got swords, you got spears, and you've got flags, but you're also weak to axes. Makes sense. And you're weak to magic. Everybody's weak to magic. It's just magic is magic.
Dedu was born in Dusker, and has been loyally working in my service for the past 4 years. He's rather taciturn, but once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind and good-natured young man.
Okay, so you hit hard at 12 strength, especially at level 1. You're also considered a commoner and not a noble, which presumably if you go from commoner to noble, assuming we're going along the class hierarchy. In which case, there's definitely potential to grow there. You got good strength, you got good speed, you got good defense. That's really just about it. So you can hit and you can tank. If anybody throws magic at you, you're kind of dead. But, if the unit takes no action except wait, grants +4 defense for 1 turn. Which presumably they're trying to push you into making him a knight of some form, whether it be like the knights of old, where they're just your standard tanky knight boy that can do damage and also has some massive defense but gets burned out by magic. And, I mean, that basically seems to be... I mean, maybe he could be a great knight with that speed. He's also weak to magic, no surprise. Weak to... and then weak to mounted units in general. That's kind of strange. I guess they have knight killers and whatnot, so...
Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius. He has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you. Deep down, he's a good guy. He gravitates toward people who are skilled. Perhaps you would enjoy a friendly competition with him sometime.
I mean, for people with skill, he sure doesn't have much going on here. He has strength and he has speed. That's basically it. Like, he's not looking that strong just from the stats. Maybe his stat growth will be better, we'll see. Unit deals 5 extra damage when battalion is assigned or when battalion endurance is 0. No idea on this battalion stuff. I gotta imagine that it's a new mechanic, potentially. In which case, we'll figure that out when that time comes. Maybe that's why the flag is what it is. So you got swords, you got bows, you've got punching people in the face, but you're also weak against magic and flag users.
He's the adoptive son of Lord Lenato of Castle Gaspar, but I hear he was born a commoner. He has an extremely earnest personality, so I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm.
You're a thief. Like, looking at these stats, you're a thief. Also, the whole lockpick ability. I mean, lockpick is a good ability, at least early, and, you know, for explorations and whatnot. You got good strength, you got good dexterity, you got good speed. Everything else is average, but that's just thief stats, baby. If you get to be an assassin, though, then we got something going on.
Sylvain is the heir to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said...
Are they ladies?
Well, he's always been a bit of a... skirt chaser, so to speak.
Oh, well.
Pardon my
well
bluntness.
now.
I speak with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help.
It usually doesn't, but... Alright, so you got good strength, you got good speed, you got charisma, assuming that's charisma, which would make sense if he's talking to the waifus out there, but also, I'm gonna have to kill you off if it becomes a problem. That's all I'm saying. Just kill off the competition. I didn't even realize I was covering everybody's stats, but I've been saying them basically out loud, so I'm going to imagine that you guys are probably okay with it. Until told otherwise, I'm gonna leave it there. Philander. If a female ally is adjacent, unit deals 2 extra damage and takes 2 less during combat. That's probably good early game, late game, 2 damage, taking less is not going to matter. 2 more damage might be enough to help you secure kills later, but not the strongest.
I hear she was born to imperial nobility, but a twist of fate brought her to the kingdom. She may seem carefree on the surface, but she's actually a kind soul who pays careful attention to everyone around her.
You have the maid class ability. I believe it's the maid class. Back from Fate, Slip the Serve. When healing an ally with white magic, unit recovers the same amount of HP. You mean I can't teach her Nosferatu and expect her to heal them? Okay then. Good magic, good speed, good charisma, good resistance. So basically you're a mage, but you're probably gonna end up being a cleric of some sort, I would imagine. That's usually how that goes. You have a very high base stat, considering what we've seen. Isn't hers higher than, what was his name for this one? Dimitri? In which case he was the house leader, but she has higher stats than he does? That's kind of weird. I would imagine that the house leaders would have, you know, the higher base stats because they're the house leaders. But, I mean, she seems to suggest not. You're good with magic, you're weak against everything else. Great.
Annette is Baron Dominic's niece. She is a talented student who scored extremely high marks.
Baron? Are we getting Baron classes
She's
back?
cheerful
Oh,
and
baby.
hardworking. Brilliant, really.
Those were kind of broken, though.
She can be a bit oblivious at times. I hear she caused an explosion in the kitchen last night.
There's jokes to be made there, but I'm not gonna make it. Alright, so you got magic. You've got 11 magic, which is pretty good. And then everything else is about average, although your dexterity and speed is a little higher, but not exactly impressive stats. You're good against axes, you're good against some form of magic, you're good against flag bearers, weak against bows, and weak against knights. Use Rally the Grant +4 strength to an ally. I can only imagine that's like a one-turn use thing, so like you use it somewhere along your turn and then it dissipates after one turn. If you could keep stacking Perseverance, though, then maybe there's something going on there. But if it's just one use of +4, then it's just situational.
Ingrid is Count Galatia's daughter. She is also a childhood friend of Felix, Sylvain, and myself. She is diligent, industrious, and principled. In truth, she is more knightly than most knights you will ever meet.
Is that right? Now, she got average stats all around. I mean, it's slightly above in strength, speed, resistance, surprisingly high. In charisma, she's got 8 strength, 8 speed, 8 resistance, and 8 charisma. So you are a paladin? It seems like you want to be a paladin, although you only have 5 defense, which is a little low, but also paladins. You also have 0 weaknesses, so that's a thing. You only have strength and no weaknesses. So you're probably gonna be good. Your skill, again, don't know about gambits. I'm not 100% sure anyways. +3 might and +5 hit. +5 hit is pretty negligible. +3 might could potentially help make sure that you get kills.
Right.
There's another person in here. Probably Cloud.
Well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression.
I'm actually
I guess
Professor,
that means
thank
I'd better
you.
introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
Oh, absolutely. We've gone through everybody else, so... Alright, hit me with it.
Piqued your
Sell me.
interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well. But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little.
So you have... you've got 11 strength, which is certainly above average. You have good dexterity, you have good speed. You've got luck in there, and you got charisma. Your resistance, defense, and your magic are not there. So you're pretty good as like an actual, just like a base stat line goes. Defense is like average. And I mean, you're an archer. At least currently you're an archer, so that the defense is expected. Resistance, outside of what, like 3 characters now, has been basically nothing. So it's hard to even rate that. Good with swords, bows, flags, flying. Not surprising because you're using a bow. Weaknesses, spears, and magic. Yep. Warrens? Let's see what you got.
He's
going
the heir
on
of
here.
Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man.
Oh,
That said,
does he now?
Deep down,
Oh,
he's
somebody's
really
getting killed
devoted
off.
and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again.
What a phase. Unit deals extra 2 damage while in formation with the battalion. These abilities seem so sad. They really seem like they're only for early game. Early game to maybe like early to mid game at best, and then they just kind of fall off, which I imagine is where the teaching then picks up in order to be able to compensate for that. In which case these would stay standard starting skills for the early game, and then once you teach the classes, you're gonna get their skills up and whatnot. That's probably what it is. What are we working with here? 8 strength, 7 magic, 6 dexterity, 7 speed, 5 luck, 6 defense, 6 resistance, 3 charisma. So you got a little bit of everything, honestly. Your resistance is actually higher than normal. Your defense is about where everybody else is at. You can do a little bit of everything. There's definitely something there with that base stat line. You got spears, good against magic, good against horses, weak against getting punched in the face. Well, with a face like that, I can't say that I'm surprised.
He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life.
Okay.
Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and actually that's about it.
Dude looks like he needs a new shirt, man. What is this skill? Chance to recover up to 10% of max HP at the start of each turn. Trigger is your luck stat. So you're telling me this dude's family died off, yet his luck skill is the determinant on whether he's gonna heal or not. Well, this guy's never healed. 11 strength, 7 defense, and that's... I mean, I guess the luck is up there, but really this guy's not looking impressive at all. Like, he's got 3 magic, fair enough, 1 resistance, so any mage is gonna just knock this guy out. Charisma, I honestly have no idea how that's gonna play into things. Neither on the dexterity either. Maybe that plays more into... Maybe they're combining dexterity and speed in terms of, like, whether or not you're going to be able to attack multiple times in a row. I mean, it's always been based off of speed, but now that they throw dexterity in there, I really have no idea what to think of it until we actually figure out what dexterity does. This guy does not seem good. Strength, he's good against axes, getting punched in the face, and knights. Weak against bows, magic, and riders. He just has a very low stat base, which maybe they'll make up for in the levels. Otherwise, this guy is getting benched. Like, just awful.
He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents.
Isn't that most people with the jobs they end up getting? No? Okay. 8 strength, 7 dexterity, 8 speed, 8 luck, 4 defense, 6 resistance, 4 charisma. So you could be a Myrmidon with 8 strength and 8 speed. The 8 luck is definitely nice. You have plus 20 hit as well. So we could put you in a lower accuracy class, but because you're gonna have that extra 20 baseline, we could put you into a harder hitting class than that with that. Not that Myrmidons don't hit hard. I mean, Astro with all the other nonsense they have in the other games is pretty insane, but strengths, we've got swords, bows, flags, as well as flying. Ingrid's got something there.
Lysithea is the daughter of Count Ordelia.
What a
and
name,
is probably
Lysithea.
the youngest student here. But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know?
You know she likes it, come on now. Mastermind, double skill experience earned in combat? Oh, okay, so you could just feed her, attacks or potentially kills, and then she's gonna master stuff really quickly, so we could probably give her silver and brave stuff, like, really early on. Which is going to increase her killing power, which is going to do something. Except that she's actually a mage, because she has 11 magic and 4 strength. So, yeah, definitely a mage of sorts. You have 7 dexterity, which is above average, 7 speed, which is probably about above average as well. But the rest of your stats are garbage. 4 luck, 3 defense, 4 resistance, 5 charisma. And then you're weak to basically everything. Is that skill worth it? That skill might not be worth it. This base stat line is nothing unless you get some stat growth, some decent stat growth. Otherwise... And then once you master the skills, this skill just becomes useless. Like, once you hit endgame or whatever, right? Like, this skill is gonna do nothing. Then again, that's been most of them up until this point, in which case, would you take double skill experience over an extra 2 damage? Probably.
Marianne is Margaret Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak.
Well, I heard her speak, so, you know, Charisma 100, you know what I'm saying? So you got 11 magic, you got 7 speed, you got 8 resistance, you also have 7 charisma. I don't know how you have 7 charisma if you never speak to anybody, but alright. Then again, I never speak to anybody and we're here right now. And I mean, charisma 100, am I right, guys? So, clearly there's something there. You could be a mage, you could be a priest. I think that's a class in this game from what I saw when I was waiting for the game thing to leap through. You're strong against swords, books, flyers in general, weak to getting punched in the face and nuts. How are you weak to... Well, you don't have any defense. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, how are you weak to knights? You're a mage. And then it's like, oh yeah, if they ever get in range. Fair enough. Recovers up to 20% of their max HP at the start of each turn when adjacent to a cavalry or flying ally. You don't have movement. You have 4 movement. I can only imagine that flying units are going to surpass you easily, in which case I'm not sure how realistic that skill is. But there's something to be said about 20% heal for sure. Hilda.
Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess.
A waifu after my own heart. Laziness, I mean, I say that, but then we do streaming here, and then we've got the YouTube channel and all that, so I guess can't be that lazy if I'm putting up videos on there every day and then streaming on here at least like half the week. So, you know what? Probably fair enough. Anyways, you got 10 strength, 8 speed, 7 charisma, and then your luck and defense are about average. Again, I don't know what dexterity is, so I don't know how bad or good that actually is. Advocate. Adjacent male allies deal 3 extra damage during combat. That could be something. Good against spears and axes, weak against magic and banners. Magic is always a problem. That's just like basically a guarantee.
Leonie enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter. She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
9 strength, 9 speed, 7 defense, 7 charisma. So you could be something along the lines of a fighter, definitely, when you've got 3 strengths and no weaknesses. It seems like every house has one person with 0 weaknesses, which is kind of ridiculous. Assuming you could pull all 3 together, then you would have 3 units with 0 weaknesses, which is... It seems really strong. Like, just the thought of not having to play around weaknesses and going into every fight knowing that they would be neutral to better than everything they go into is... It seems pretty strong, assuming I could get access to all three. I probably only get access to the one that's within the house that I end up teaching, but that could be strong. If a male ally is adjacent, unit deals 2 extra damage and takes 2 points. Okay, now you're reusing some of the skills, but alright. I mean, I guess that's nothing out of the usual, considering the older games have done as such.
I appreciate your effort.
Oh, baby. Oh, we have to turn it into her? I feel like we're done with everything, but I guess we'll continue exploring. Ah, looks like we're done with everything. Alright, you know what? Mistakes were made. Fair enough. What is this, yellow? Just, okay, so that way I can actually get to her. Yeah, I'll go back. Talk to Milady.
How are you enjoying your time at the academy thus far? I hope you
I'm
have found
I'm
our
just a
halls
guy,
brimming
man.
with the vitality
You've got some
of
waifus in here, though, so I do
souls.
appreciate that.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself. with
Honestly,
such a
fair.
task.
Honestly,
But
fair.
it
If
is
he
as the
hasn't known
Archbishop
anything about
desires.
me.
The black eagles, the blue lions, and the golden deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Okay. I like how they give you the picture of everybody else that's in the house as well. Many are nobility and most of them use magic. That's good. Most value chivalry and excel at military arts. The arts seem pretty strong. We haven't seen much of them, but they definitely seem stronger. Although if I keep running through weapons like no tomorrow using them, then that's probably not great either. As per regional tradition, many are skilled archers. That's not a very hard sell there, Fred. That's very not, I mean, when you have stuff like many are nobility, generally meaning that they have higher base stats because of the whole nobility aspect, and then most of them use magic, and magic is pretty good. I think we're gonna go with magic.
So you have chosen
it's
the
not
Black
because I'm
Eagles led by
simping for
Edelgard, correct?
waifus or anything. Yeah, that's me.
Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide
I don't
these
have a heart,
open minds
but
with virtue,
I appreciate the
care,
thought that
and
you think that I have one.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fódlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry.
The green hair is strong.
I'm in the
Jeez.
middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor.
Am I teaching you as well?
I am Seteth's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your
Seds?
acquaintance.
Almost sounds like Seth.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the 3 houses, intended to gauge the current progress of
I can
the
only
students.
imagine somebody's getting
We
killed
will be
in this
using this battle as
quote-unquote
an opportunity
mock
to
battle.
ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Okay.
Wait, so our new professor is you? I didn't see that one coming.
Okay.
Easy, Caspar.
Oh boy, it's gonna
Aren't you
take
being
a
a bit
minute,
rude?
isn't it?
You know it's a waste of time to expect politeness from him.
Coming from this guy?
It will be a pleasure learning from you, Professor.
This man
Now,
wanted
if
to
you'll
go to
excuse
sleep
me,
when I was talking.
I'm off to take a nap.
But there it is.
Don't look at me like that! Oh, and please don't talk to me too much either.
I'm sorry
Okay.
for the chaos you've walked into.
This is not a good
I
first
feel
day.
we are rather close in age, Professor. I hope you do not mind if we treat you like one of us.
Hey,
In our class,
have a little
we
bit of
try to
decency,
treat each
come
other
on
as
now.
equals, despite any differences in age or status.
Okay, you know what?
Personally,
That's fine.
I would love to include you in that inner circle.
I have no other option, so I guess I don't mind.
You have a gut, Professor. I will take great joy from your teachings.
All of us have
Petra,
guts.
I believe you mean to say that our professor has guts. That's a bit different from having a gut.
Yeah,
Go
thank
around
you.
saying
Somebody
someone
else picked
so
up on that.
slim and attractive has a gut.
Whoa, what the heck?
Please
I'm already
take my
getting hit on
apologies.
by the students?
I have not yet
Bruh.
mastered this language.
Is this how we get scandals at the
Professor,
universities?
I want you to know that it's perfectly acceptable for you to treat me as you do the others. I may be
I
the
was going
imperial
to
princess,
anyways, so
but
don't
here at
even
the
worry
Academy,
about it.
I'm just another student. That said, know that I have high expectations of you.
I
and high
honestly
hopes.
could have guessed that one.
But I'm certain you can lead the Black Eagle House to greatness.
Sure, sure. Now let's break the ice with a training session. I want to see our new teacher in action.
Why will the ice be broken? Is this a custom
Oh,
I have
no.
missed in my studies?
I'm regretting my
Real
choice
ice, just the ice
immediately.
of- well, it just means let's get to know each other.
I don't want to train. Let's stay in the classroom and learn from a book.
Mistakes for me,
Let's
but
all calm down and have
at
a
this
nice
point
cup
we're
of
just
tea
going
and
with
hang
it.
out.
Doesn't that sound lovely, Professor?
No, we're doing things. Somebody wake this man up.
I know we all agreed to treat each other as equals, but there is a limit to what I can tolerate. The esteemed Black Eagle House requires order.
This is what I get for dealing with nobility.
First job will be to quiet down this racket. I don't envy you.
Thank you, Hubert. Appreciate your
Normally
sentiment.
this rowdy.
I don't
do
believe
hope you can
you.
manage, Professor.
I'll figure it out. I'll figure something out. Uh-huh, yeah. Yeah, you right. I know how combat works, thank you. The arrows overhead thing is new, but, no, it's not, though, because we've had that before. This is how long I haven't played a Fire Emblem game, and to think that that's normal, or that's new. Although I guess it is kind of compared to, the older ones. There are new places to explore in the monks. Receive 1,000 gold from the Church of Ceros as funding for this month's activity. I only got 1K for 30 days? Bruh. I'm already getting paid. I'm getting paid teacher salary as at a professor level? Come on, man. Feel like I've
While you're here,
walked into something
I'd
I
like
was
to
supposed
use
to.
this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit.
That's kind of sus, Professor, but I suppose I'm going just
know
in.
about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything, absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while.
No, I have things planned,
Crests
actually.
Are a fascinating
Oh, okay.
topic. But before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages
Is the
ago.
goddess Naga Naga?
They exist within the flesh
Naga?
and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now,
Is that what Eldegard was showing before then, when she had the symbol out there?
I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter.
Well, you made it sound like
As I said,
hereditary, in which case if
crests are
Gerald
passed
had one,
down
then I
through
would
the
have
blood.
one, presumably.
However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily
Oh,
mean
okay,
their
it's a recessive
descendants will
gene now, is that
inherit it
what
as
you're
well.
telling me?
Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that
Ah, well, you know
crest's
what,
power.
Professor? I'm built
Perhaps
different,
one
so
of your
you know I
ancestors
got one
wore a
on me.
crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all.
So just hit the genetic lottery. It's just that easy. What, like it's hard? do what you can to find out. There's no need to look into it. Something tells me the answer doesn't matter anyways, but I guess go ahead and look into it.
Of course. I'll get to the bottom of it straight away.
Oh, I could have ruined our relationship?
Please
well.
go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here.
Do you even have a device? Okay. You know, it's literally just a bullseye. But...
a pattern I've never seen before.
Oh no, is Grima coming back? Is that what we're back to?
Crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How
maybe a part of the Shadow Dragons, perhaps?
Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider.
Although I guess they
You
were
may
just
leave
Earth
now.
Dragons, but still.
I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done.
Can I get paid again? 1,000 is really not enough for a month, man, I'm telling you.
Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps...
Almost like there's
What in the
3 houses.
Oh,
Less symmetry.
I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
Professor, I'm still chilling right here, man. He's already off on his own world. That's okay. Please, pay me. Please. I need money. I'm gonna go broke. Just like in real life. Sad. It's possible to go into combat with the same appearances in the monastery. You can set this in journal by unit appearance. You can now change the protagonist outfit to the dancer ensemble. Okay. Quest has been added from chapter 5 of the main story on. You'll find the quest via the bulletin board. In order to accept it, you must have the ability to invite people to tea parties? Is that the new waifu simulator now? That's not petting, but you know, I guess it'll work. Can't believe they actually put that in the game, much less then took it out of the game.
Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It
Okay.
notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful
Probably could have
attention
guessed
to
that
your
one.
schedule, so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month and when.
You think I know how to schedule? Oh boy. Monastery schedule features different events on different days. Each week you'll have 1 day off when you may choose an activity from the list. Your only option at first will be explore. Great! I only have 1 day off? No school only has 1 day off. Come on now. Select the calendar with the directional buttons to view the schedule. Alright. What do we got going on here? First day off? Oh, babe, you signed up to immediately get a day off? House rivalry battle, Ferdinand's birthday. Okay. Oh, is this actually going off the calendar? No, because we're already in May, that's right. I was like, that's a little sus, but no. Seminar, assign a lecture to hold a seminar that'll increase unit skill, experience, and motivation. Oh no, I have to motivate people? Oh, this is the worst. Get me out. Take on mission, auxiliary, paralogue, and quest battles. Spend the last day of the week resting. The motivation of your allies will increase. Okay, so at some points we're gonna have to rest between, like, seminars. Otherwise, people are gonna have 0 motivation, which is every time you hear a lecture at university. Maybe that's just me. Got him. Alright. Well, we can only explore, so... I thought I heard a girl's voice, but I must have been imagining. I've got the ladies in my room already? Let's go, dude. It's just that easy. Unit appearance? What's my in bet? That is literally the same. Although I guess everybody's is the same though. So what? Okay. At some point that must change in order to make that one happen. Please assist me by catching a delectable fish for the for the Saint celebration. We can fish in this game? Pog. Visit the dining hall to unlock the ability to fast travel here. Okay. Visit the dormitory to unlock the ability to fast travel here. Okay. Like help growing some vegetables? That's all you, man. Thanks, but no thanks. The food in the dining hall is pretty appetizing. Is anyone interested in sharing meals? Ladies prefer. I'm about to take that meal to go and take them to my own ladies then, if that's how this is gonna be. I mean, yeah, no, it's fine. I'll come, I guess. Professor Level E!
These are the students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, you also have a room here. Your room is here at the end.
Thanks.
Commoner students also reside on the first floor, while the second is primarily for students of noble birth. As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here.
Is that not exactly what you
Nobility can
do?
be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety. Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to set a good example for the students.
Bro, the students are already hitting on me. I don't know what you want me to tell you about that one. If you expect a good example out of me, then maybe they should be a good example for themselves too. Just say it. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I can't be the only one that's a good example here.
Listen to this. Wow, Yuritsa sure seems strong.
Does
I
he?
thought he was going to be the new professor assigned to our class. After that teacher ran away during our outdoor training, I figured Yuritsa was a natural replacement. I was surprised when you were suddenly appointed professor instead. I don't think I could hold my own against Yuritsa in battle. I could probably take you, though.
Not a chance. Not a
Really
chance,
think so?
my guy.
With enough training, I'm sure I'll beat you someday.
Not a chance. This man would absolutely just end up on the floor right here. This man really out here thinking he can body
I
me.
care nothing of friendship.
That's
If you
fair.
have no business here, leave.
Fine. Alright. Fine. You insist. Yuritsa. He'll like you anyways.
Listen, let me tell you the provenance of our class name.
Sure.
The eagle. That refers to the twin-headed eagle on the Adrestian Empire's coat of arms. And black is the traditional color of the Empire's armor. Hence, black
Wow,
eagles.
very clever. Give this man an award. He blew me away on that one. I honestly never could have figured that one out without that guy. Come on. Really? Spotted Ingrid? Apparently I spotted Ingrid.
Story. The Blue
Oh, yeah,
Lion
yeah,
House derived its name from the honorary title of the first king of Fargus. Luke,
Okay.
the king of lions, wore
Luke?
brilliantly blue garments. His chivalric exploits are recorded in multiple legends. The library holds various historical accounts regarding him and the Blue Lions. If you find time, you should read them. They're filled with insights.
I'm a professor and I gotta deal with all of you. You really think I have time to sit down and read a book about some exploits about somebody from who knows how long ago? Apparently I can't talk to you. What's my next class again? Honestly, I know that feeling.
Before I came to the Officers Academy, I attended a school of magic in the Kingdom Capital.
I noticed
That's where I met Annie.
your magic stat is
That's what I
high.
call Annette. Oh, I guess Lawrence was at the School of Magic too. But Annie was always just so nice to me, even though I was older. She's my best
People can't be nice to you if you're older than them? Okay. That's a little weird, but alright if you say so. I already talked to you. Why does it seem like there are people inside the walls? Maybe they were on the other side that I just ended up missing. Oh, how you
Professor,
doing?
how are you doing?
I asked
If you're
you
not
first.
busy, would you like to join me on a little trip into town? If I'm cooped up in this dusty old monastery for too long, it drives me absolutely crazy.
I'm not paying for anything. I'm throwing it out there. Like, my paycheck is like non-existent. I have to go a month with like 1K. Like I don't tell you, but that is not
Hi,
much.
Professor.
Okay, the zero just ways the talk even more with her. Okay, fair enough. I was just in here. Nope, stop. Get me out. I'm stuck on the wall. I could run through the door? Somebody didn't do enough collision detection.
Hi. This is the Golden Deer House. You're in charge of a different house, right?
I could
Too
have
bad
been
we
in
won't
charge
see
of
more
this
each
house.
other. I'm happy to learn from you if the opportunity comes up.
Well, I think I said you were okay, so maybe we'll do something
Our
with that.
house is that of the Golden Deer. Do you know the significance of that name, Professor? Golden
No,
deer
but I
are
imagine
sacred
you'll tell me.
creatures said to have protected Leicester since time immemorial.
You're telling me a
Three of the
golden deer
houses have a
existed?
meaning behind their name. You should feel free to ask around if that sort of knowledge interests you.
This guy's trying to tell me a golden deer existed? Okay, you say so. I don't know what they're serving the students out here, but if people are thinking golden deers are just roaming around the area, I think we might have a problem. Hilda, milady.
Hey, Teach. I hear there's gonna be a mock battle between the houses.
You're right,
I'm
you're
not
gonna get
lie,
owned.
I'm a bit concerned about facing an elite mercenary like you. Maybe take it easy on us. What do you say?
Absolutely not.
Oh, Professor, have you adjusted to life at the academy yet?
I'm working on it.
I'm still not used to it. I'm not one for all this studying and training.
You and me both. Yet here I am with the bachelor's degree in computer information systems and an associate's in computer science. So you know, it's possible.
Let me know
That
when
does,
you are
that
hungry.
doesn't mean that it didn't suck though.
I will make you a quality meal, as thanks for your service to His Highness.
Thanks.
I have a request.
There's a dish I'd like to make, but I need more of a certain vegetable to do so, so I was planting the growth from the seeds in the greenhouse. Okay. Take seeds and ask the greenhouse keeper to grow and harvest. Uh-huh.
I heard about the upcoming mock battle. I want you to know, Professor, that I do not intend to lose. I hereby declare my intention to prevail at... Goodness, listen to me. The thrill of competition has carried me away.
Alright.
I won't speak so formally of a class assignment in the future.
Well, you see, man, I hate to break it to you, but I've got all the mages. So, you're kind of just gonna get owned. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Mages are mages.
I'm not too keen on the professor of my class. I really hope to focus more on strategy.
Okay.
Maybe I should talk to my professor about transferring to a different class.
Yeah, that's usually what you do when things like that happen.
Yes.
Unless you're forced to take the class, in which case you kind of just have to sit there and eat it. But, oh, I hit the dormitory, so now I should have the fast travel to this area now. Doesn't really look like much of a dormitory. More like, it just kind of exists.
I'm Captain Gerald's first and best apprentice.
I believe the first apprentice would be me if I was born,
It may
so...
have been only for a short time, but I learned from the absolute best.
That's what they say. They learn from the best, but then we had people like Frederick existing, so, I don't know. I mean, at least Gerald seems a little more, competent than Frederick, shall we say?
I don't like to come out unless I really
Yeah,
have to.
Earl, you have to teach the lesson. Is this what it's like to be a professor nowadays? Honestly, it probably is.
Well, there's Dorothea, Hilda, and Mercedes. Lady Rhea's quite the beauty, too. And I must admit, I've even checked out Professor Manuela once or twice.
Hey,
You know,
man.
Professor, I think I'm
You and
going
me
to like
both,
it if
so
the
I'm gonna
officers
have to
get it.
ask you
There are
this stuff
beautiful
right
girls
now.
as far
As a
the eye
good
can
example, of course, not because I'm looking at my ladies.
Professor, I've got a small favor to ask.
If I have to eat in the filthy dining hall, I'd prefer to invite a cute girl to dine with me beforehand. I'll find out her favorite food so I can order them. She's happy, I'm happy. I haven't missed a move. Pretty great, huh? Try sharing a meal with others in the dining hall. You can even treat someone to their favorite food. Talk to the dining staff for details. Oh, you're telling me I can get in on some action? Well then, I suppose I'll let you go for now. And just with the warning, but also don't Also, if I see you talking to any of my waifus, somebody's getting detention. That's all I'm saying. Ah! My Joy-Con, no! Ah, gee. I have a better controller than this. I don't know why I'm using the Joy-Cons, but at this point, I've got them in my hand, so it's too late now.
The Great Tree Moon is the best time of the year.
There's water right there. I'm about to
I
dunk
could just
your head
forget
into
all
it.
about my assignment.
Now I'm feeling sleepy too. I mean, to be fair, it is like 11 right now.
Yeah.
That was worthwhile conversation. Thanks for that.
Oh, did you come to look at the plants too? The greenhouse here is really incredible. There are so many rare flowers I'd never seen
for some
back
reason.
home, and herbs I never even knew existed.
I've never had such interest in plants. You seemed well informed on the subject. But he just said that he didn't know anything. Although, in order to appease him, I suppose we'll go with
father
this.
is the real expert. He taught me everything I know about herbs, including how to tell them apart and how to make medicines.
Worthwhile
You should try
information,
looking around
honestly.
the greenhouse sometime if the mood strikes you. Maybe something will catch your eye.
I don't know, can I give flowers to the ladies? Because then, you know, maybe me and you need to go pick some flowers, you know what I'm saying? Would you like to do some gardening? Not really. I probably should in order to do some quests, but, like, I'd rather not.
Let's see. I'm a little busy.
Okay, my bad.
If you're looking for the greenhouse, it's right there. See it? Looks like a greenhouse. That's it.
Hey, man, not everybody knows what a greenhouse looks like, okay? Fish keeper. I mean, fishing, now we're talking.
Maybe.
This UI UX user design is so cluttered. Like, oh, who thought this was okay? Can I just talk to you without getting pulled in there?
Goddess, I pray to thee. Please protect us.
Ooh, I caught her talking, baby. Oh, now she's gonna freak out, I'm sure. Why does she look dead inside?
I pray
Like,
to
is
thee.
that just me? Like, looking at her face or whatever on there. She look like, it almost looks like she's crying without the tears. Like, am I crazy for thinking that?
The Imperial Princess, the Crown Prince, and the heir to the Alliance's leading house. This is one exceptional year, that's for sure. If you're a teacher here, you better watch your step. If anything were to happen to those kids, well, suffice to say that it could harm the reputation of the Church of Seros, which we've spent almost a millennium establishing.
You know, for having 3 heirs plus this much nobility at the area, you'd think we would have better security around the area, shall we say, than what I'm looking at right here.
Hello there, Professor.
Well, hello there,
Call you
lady.
that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself.
That sounds sus. Where can I visit you then? Or that's a shame. That's a shame.
Should the opportunity arise, I would love to become a student and begin my studies in earnest. The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have.
But now you... well, I'm stuck in it now,
Might you
so...
help me with a favor?
Catch a fish for the ceremony and bring it to her, head to the fishing pond with the bait she gave you and speak with the fish. They really want me to do this fishing. They're like, you will do fishing because they made it a required mission, so now I have to do it at some point. I should have the fast travel to the dining room now. Dining hall, I guess I should say.
Professor, I hope you know I am having great abilities for reading and writing. With sadness, I still have struggles with speaking.
I've noticed.
If my ways of speech are causing a burden. I hope you will have forgiveness.
It's fine. It's just a little... It's out of the usual, shall we say. A little, perhaps, off-putting, which is maybe not fair to her.
I'm busy. Do you want something?
You don't think I'm busy? I was hoping to spar
I
with
can't
you.
right now, but let's fight soon. I look forward to beating you.
He seems very insistent on it, but considering the levels I have right now, I think we might just outright break him.
Ugh, I really need to eat. I can't hold out until the next meal.
Maybe eat? There's like 20 plates right there.
I need to keep eating if I want to get stronger.
You can't eat all the time, man. Dining staff will come back to you at some point. Well, I guess we've done just about everything we can do. Yeah, we got a few more messages. The next stream will definitely do a lot more combat, I would imagine. But for this one, we're just getting ourselves situated. It's just like every stream where we start a new game. We just gotta get all the foundation out of the way.
Nothing to report. By the by, have you ever regretted a decision and wished you could go back and undo it?
I would
It's too
imagine
bad there's
everybody
no lesson
does,
for
yes.
How to turn back the old clock, huh? But I suppose a bad decision isn't worth all that fuss anyhow.
Funny that you mentioned turning back time. I definitely wouldn't know anything about that. Yeah, you're right.
As part of our commitment to the goddess, the Knights undertake various missions across all of Fódlan. Assisting with the education of young nobles is also a part of our sacred duty.
Okay.
That's so.
Hello, Professor. I have a teeny tiny question for you, if that's all right.
You're pretty small
You
yourself.
haven't seen a man with hair the same color as mine, a scowling face, and a generally gloomy demeanor, have you?
You looking for someone?
Well, yes. It's a bit difficult to explain. Please just let me know if you do see him, okay?
I imagine I've seen him. I don't know if that's something I actually have to follow up on. I mean, it did come up as a quest, so I'm gonna assume no until...
Hello, Professor.
Yes, I've heard that. What is it with these one-off dialogues?
I hear a member of House Fresfel, the ruling family of the Empire, has entered the Officers' Academy for the first time in ages. It is said that the Adrestian Empire's very founding was aided by none other than Saint Seros. That is why the crest of Seros is on the Imperial flag.
Makes
In
sense.
recent years, a rift has developed between the Empire and the Church.
I can only
Let us
imagine
hope
why.
this will be a good opportunity for both parties to reforge their close relationship of years past.
Usually the church intertwining itself with other things outside of its general duties doesn't tend to turn out too well, but what do I know?
There are two types of crests. Major crests manifest their power most effectively, while minor crests are slightly weaker.
That would make
It is
sense.
said that the closer a person's blood relation is to various saints and heroes, the higher their chance of bearing a major crest. Of course, there are also examples of major crests manifesting in children whose parents bear no crest whatsoever.
How does
the
it-
exact nature
well,
of
I
how
guess it
and
goes
why
through the
crests are
bloodline, so
inherited is
fair
still a
enough.
mystery.
Thanks for that. Somebody's
Professor?
hiding.
Have you gotten around to visiting the library yet?
We have a library?
Absolutely loaded with valuable information. I only wish I wasn't burdened with the necessity of sleep. so I could
Same,
spend
honestly.
all my
Not for
hours
the same reasons, but same. I'm sure she'll baby rage if I say that, so I'll appease you. You like
in a
reading?
manner, yes. But it's more that I want to learn as much as I possibly can.
That's fair, and nothing wrong with it. But you know, a little strange.
Here's an idea.
A moment, yes.
All right. I'll go do the fishing and whatnot. I say as I go the wrong-ish way. They could have made these doors a little more noticeable. Like, I'm straight up looking at the map the entire time because it covers so much of my screen. The dining hall, although I have to go through the dining hall in order to get through here. I'm stuck on the wall, man. Alright, we gotta go fishing, so let's see what this fishing is about. Like to fish the pond? Well, they're forcing me to. So. Select your bait, wait until you see the silhouette of the fish you want to catch. Press A to hook it. Don't wait too long though, or the fish will escape with the bait. Press A when the circle overlaps to reduce the stamina. Once it's depleted, you'll successfully caught the fish. Okay, so it's getting impact fishing. Gotcha. If your line breaks, the fish will escape. Durability of the fish line increases with professor level. That's a little weird. That's a weird thing to tie it to, but okay. Repeated excellent time will create combos that reduces the stamina quickly. If you land excellent timing at all opportunities, you'll net more valuable fish than usual. Okay, actual reason to do so. Oh, baby. Happy feet, wombo. That's it? Yeah, okay. That increases my fishing increases my professor rank? What? What? Okay. Sure. Yeah, uh-huh. Okay, yeah, you right. Hey, I've got a fish for you.
You have helped me so much.
I just caught a fish. You gave me 6 fish in return? For a fish? What? What? Oh, I need some fish. Here you go, have 6 different other fish. Like, really? Yeah, sure, okay. I guess we'll try out playing it. I guess we'll do some gardening before we dine with the ladies. Like to do some gardening. Not really, but I'm here. You can harvest all kinds of crops, flowers, make great gifts. I can play Waifu Simulator with it? You had me a Waifu Simulator. Some people might even decorate their rooms with the flowers you get them. Okay, at least it's an improvement on the room. Use the plant command to decide which seed to use. More seeds mean a bigger harvest, while more compatible seeds will lead to higher quality. Use cultivate to pay the greenhouse keeper to look after the crop. The more you spend, the better your harvest will be. I'm getting fleeced at my own job for money? Bruh. Your crop will be ready 1 week after you plant your seeds. Use the harvest command to gather what you grow. So, essentially just plant them as soon as you get them is what I'm seeing here, unless I need to save money, which, you know, would be nice. After selecting an amount using directional buttons, press A to hand it over. Yep. Here's the seed. Plant this. Check back when you next explore the monastery on a free day. Like cultivate. Infuse with magic for nothing. Predicted yield. Professor level too low for anything else, so infuse it with magic. I love how infusing it with magic is free, but everything else costs money. Harvest it? I can't harvest.
My thanks.
Give me those. Mixed herb, western herb. I don't suppose you have any weeds by chance on you? No? Alright then.
No.
And flag diamonds. Oh boy. I had already see it coming. It is.
Yes.
What's the special today, friend? Sarget cream, a baked confession coated with Noah fruit cream and a currant reduction, often enjoyed as a dessert at family gatherings. Ladies? Okay, so my ladies would prefer this. Why not? I could share with 2 of them? Oh, babe. Why are we going for 2? How can I share a meal with 2 people? With 2 other people? There's gonna be like 3 of us eating 1 meal? I don't have money for this.
Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
A certain dialogue tree
This is my
just told me.
favorite. You've got great taste.
Thank you. I put a lot of thought into that one. You know, the two you invited are more motivated. The bond among the three of you grew strong. Oh, baby. Okay. So I got professor points for catching a single fish and for eating with students. I'm gonna be the best professor ever. Man, everybody's gonna love me. And more activity points for exploration. What? You'll never receive more monthly funds for activities. Pause.
Nice. I knew I could count on you.
You weren't even there, man. You just left me with both waifus. And you're paying me for it, so thank you. Although you gave me onions and turnips, so, you know. I'll have enough activity points? No. Alright, well. I can't spend any more time with more waifus. I'm sorry. We're at E+, professor level now. How do you get to be an E+?
Oh.
E+? Is this a joke? Alright,
As it were.
Okay.
It says there's like a yellow spot over here as if I could go somewhere else, but it's probably just for the actual thing that we're supposed to do here. Alright. I guess I'm not a hair, I'm not getting any crest from Marth here because I don't have the hair coloring, although it is somewhat close.
On the results of the mock battle. That's an overstatement, of course.
Yeah?
Still, we must do our best to prevail. You should take the time to learn each student's abilities. Perhaps some extra lessons and training sessions are in order? You look as if you have no idea what's going on here. I know my way around, so I'm happy to help you find your footing.
Guide facilities.
The monastery has some exceptional facilities that everyone who lives at the Officers' Academy is welcome to make use of. For example,
I don't suppose you have a
can
hot
enjoy
springs by
meeting with your
chance?
students at the dining hall, or take part in some one-on-one sparring at the training.
Wait, I could have fought the guy.
I suggest visiting the various facilities whenever you have the time to spare. It's a great way to get to know the students, faculty, and various workers here.
You mean I could have fought my student? Maybe that's, you know, maybe that's not the greatest look on me as a professor. But you mean to tell me I couldn't beat up my student in front of other students? Oh, man.
Have you noticed the bulletin boards placed around the monastery?
I have.
Those
I
contain
tried to use them, but
requests
they didn't
people
do
have
nothing.
posted, as well as helpful information from the market. If you prove yourself by helping people with their requests, certain facilities here will become available for your use.
Why is that a
The
requirement?
bulletin
I'm a
board is updated
professor.
frequently, so I suggest checking it at least once a month.
How does me helping students give me access to more facilities? Should I not already have access to all the facilities? I'm a professor. I'm not respected. I'm out. They don't even pay me nothing anyways. I quit. I'm going to a new house. Or just
You
get
should
out of
take
here,
your time
honestly,
when
bro.
speaking with everyone. But when it comes to using the facilities, well, you need to be more careful about that. If
Thanks
you
for
use
telling
them
me
without planning
now.
ahead, your free time will be gone before you know it.
You're telling me. So we're gonna have to plan around our actual activity points next time. When you're done exploring, press the L button, then your free time, and proceed next week. Okay.
A great deal is expected from professors of the Officers' Academy, so
A
it's
great
important
deal.
to
I
hone
know.
your
I caught a
skills.
fish, and everybody
To put
was
it plainly,
impressed.
you'll need to keep expanding your knowledge of all disciplines, not just battle.
Your professor level determines your maximum activity points. Raise it by reading books, taking parts in activities, and interacting with students. Okay. You'll usually want to finish exploring when your activity points run out. Press L to do so. It still says I can talk to
Some
someone.
believe the dignity of the Empire rests.
Oh,
in
I
keeping
was
you
probably
look as if
supposed to. I was meant to talk to you.
Dimitri and Claude are the leaders of the other two houses. Do not underestimate them.
Yeah, I
When we
underestimate
take the
plenty,
field, it would
alright?
be best not to engage the both of them at once.
Now that's fair advice, but mostly because we're the same level currently, and also they're like nobles, I believe, both of them, and I'm a commoner, so, you know, the skill disparity, I'm sure, is there. In today's free time, I have no more activity points, so we're gonna go with it. For the sake of getting more actual combat fights in here, we'll definitely be doing the mock battle, even if it goes over the time that we normally do, just so that way we got some. Would you like to buy flowers to celebrate for 200 gold? Why are flowers so expensive? They're just flowers, man. I even grew the flowers myself. Fine.
Much appreciated.
The first gold I spent, and it's not even on Waifus. It's just statistics? Online play is disabled, yeah, because I just... For them, okay. I don't think anybody outright hates me yet. No, okay. Roster, that's me. They had to do it in centimeters, man. Centimeters to inches conversion. Missed me with that. I got some vulneraries on me. I also have an axe as well. I'm not 100% sure if I can use that. I would think so. Professor's Guidance. What's that for? Multiplies this unit in adjacent units by 1.2. Okay. So I want to be standing around all of my people when I kill somebody in order to give them XP. If I had known that, I could have done that in the first tutorial-ass fight that we did, and I could have leveled them up more. Ah, well. 3 different classes? What? Grants +6 hit, +10 avoid, and plus crit. Crit and avoid, I think? No, +6 crit avoid. There's crit evasion now? What? I mean, is that not just your luck stat against their luck stat, but now they had the nerf crits even more to where there's crit avoid? Is that what I'm getting? +5 hit, +7 avoid, +5 crit avoidance when brawling. We can straight up build a just brawling class and just beat people with it? Oh, you know we gotta go with that. How could you not? Grants +2 by hit. I can't. Damn it. What does it mean, man? What does it mean? Alright. Well, enough of that. Inventory. If we're going into a mock battle, I'm not exactly sure how many stuff we exactly have or what I can actually do to change this. It said you had no items. Oh no, because it's equipped. Miasma? You have miasma? What does miasma do? I don't suppose I can look at it already. I can unequip it, but I can't. Details? There. Basic dark magic. 80 hit. 80% aim immediately. It is dark magic though, so that makes more sense. But 80 for 5? That's really not worth much. Training sword? I imagine that's probably hot garbage. Heal for 8. That's worth something. Basic light attack magic recovers HP equal to 50% of the damage dealt. 1 might? Okay, so they nerfed self-healing, is essentially what that is, because Nosferatu was much better in, like, every game before this one so far. 3 base, that's garbage. Iron Axe, Thunder, alright, now we're talking. Thunder, huh? 480. I guess this has crit over the dark magic, so it could potentially be better. So, okay. Iron bow, fair enough. We only have 1 bow user, huh? We have a lot of magic, though. Not a lot of physical, outside of, like, me. I could look at their stats more. Just a quick look. I mean, most of this we should already see. Okay. What is this reason? +7 hit, +5 avoid, +5 crit avoid when using black or dark magic. There's a difference between black and dark magic? Apparently so. Alright. Prowess on everything. Faith level 2. What are we talking about here? +6 hit, +10 avoid, +6 crit avoidance while using white magic. So, presumably at some point we can use white magic for attack. I guess he has Nosferatu there, so that makes sense. Anybody else have unique things about you that I should know about before going into this mock battle here? You have lance prowess as a boat? Sword prowess for reason, fair enough. Sword prowess level 2 already. And then there's me. Wow. Abilities, combat, battalions? I should probably do that. There are no battalions standing by. Yeah, I can't be in the battalion yet. I can reclass, potentially? You need nothing to change to. Those of common birth who must compensate for lack of noble privilege with tenacity. This class can use some magic. Pog, we can use some magic at some point. Leaders of highborn lineage, many nobles are descended from the 10 elites, heroes of... And then I imagine everybody else is just about the same, but just give them a look over. Yep, noble, noble, Aka, noble. Is everybody actually just a noble in here? Oh no, there's Petra is a commoner, I think. Yeah, Petra and Dorothea. Yeah. I was seeing, because people were using bows and stuff, so I assumed we would have had an archer class. Support. Ah, support, right, yep. I can reach S with the waifus, huh? How interesting. Oh, baby. I can talk with Flade? Man, what? Oh. So you're saying there's a chance? That's a little sus. I could... With Rhea, huh? Okay. 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 But that means we get Rhea as an actual unit at some point. Presumably. Or, some... Storehouse ain't got nothing. I don't know when it's last actually saved us, so I'm gonna hit that real quick. Alright, well, it's at the end of the month. We gotta deal with it. Suggested level 1? So you're saying there's a chance? Oh, really? Right after I just saved? Like, cursors over an enemy? Yeah. You can see their attack range. Gotcha. Very, very difficult to figure out, I know. You're not gonna have somebody narrate that?
It's finally time for the mock battle. This is my chance to measure your worth as an instructor. Do you think you can rise to the challenge?
You're the student here, so, that's what she wants to hear, so that's what we say, right, guys?
So confident. This will be interesting.
Well, I'm built different. Honestly, milady, so...
That means there's no need to hold back. Show us what you're capable of.
I didn't plan on holding back.
Did we miss our invite to this strategy meeting? No worries. We'll just join in now.
Simply tell me your weaknesses and you're welcome to stay.
Ooh.
But is there enough time to cover them all?
Ah, so you can't win unless you know my weakness. Poor princess. You really should believe in yourself more.
Owned.
I spare no effort in pursuing victory.
Owned.
As a master
First he
of
was
schemes,
owned,
I
and then
should
he
know and
unoed
understand.
that.
Schemes? Me? I have no idea what you're talking about. I plan to fight fair and square as ever.
Hearing the words fair and square from Claude can only be a bad omen.
Your Highnesses haven't known me for very long, but you already have me figured out, don't you?
No need to poke fun. I will fight with honor. That said, I will fight to win.
Oh yes, be
Yes.
the paladin that you are, friend.
Right, Professor?
Well, I don't intend to lose, so...
If that is how you feel, then I will not hold back.
I never asked you to.
Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the students have become fast friends.
You're lucky you're
While
blessed.
I am pleased that you are taking
Being
the
a
initiative
professor,
to
of course.
acquaint yourself with the students, I'm afraid it's about time for the faculty strategy meeting.
I wasn't aware of
How
this.
time flies. In that case, I'll see you later.
Edelgard, Professor, be careful out there.
I'm going to a strategy meeting. I think I'll be okay, and if I'm not okay, there's something clearly wrong. Swapping items, yeah. I can use Convoy at any time. So that's nothing out of the usual there. The Lords were always able to do that, except for the very few Fire Emblem games where you couldn't actually use Convoy, where the Convoy was an actual unit. Which I don't think I've ever played any of the ones where the actual Convoy was a unit. Magic, new means of attack and defense. That has skill and is an appropriate class. Yes, magic is OP. You can use assist magic regardless of your other equipment. All magic has limited uses, but these will replenish at the end of a battle. So the rest of the weapons have dexterity, but magic is fine? Okay. The magic your units gain access to is determined by their skills, study, reason, to learn black or dark magic, develop faith, to learn white magic. Okay. I guess we never saw a mage yet, so they've actually got reason and faith in order to go through. Choose a unit. Press units highlighted in green cannot be excluded. Okay, in which case we're forced to take them. Choose the inventory. Yeah. Choose the map to see the area and the placement of your units. Once preparation is complete, select fight to begin. Yep, that's usually how that goes. Different one. Okay, so I can't even use any of my other people. That's unfortunate. Because Dorothea there probably would have made this a lot easier, because then I could have put, all of us could have huddled around her, in which case we would have been having like 4 different people get 10% of their max HP back every turn. Although that would probably be pretty broken for the first fight. I can only imagine. How we looking here? I can't mark everybody just yet. Okay. I fight everybody on both teams. What is going on here? Oh, the professors are just chilling out here. She has a trading bow. But this guy's got actual magic. Well, that's spooky. Everybody's got training every thing? I imagine we do as well. Oh, we don't even have training stuff. We're gonna outright slaughter, I would think. If everybody else is... Yeah, everybody else. No, you're using a hand axe. That's not trading weapons. Hilda. You cheating over there? Impassable until it's attacked and destroyed. That's pretty gross. So definitely don't want to go this way because they're just gonna pepper me between the bow and the hand axe. Yeah, you have Nosferatu. God, that was Mercedes over there. I was like, wait a minute, but yeah, no, that makes more sense now. Are you the boss? Raises defense and res for non-flyers. Makes sense. Ew. Okay. Support? Can I talk to anybody beforehand? I cannot. Alright then. Just in case. Can't hit the marketplace. System. Options. I didn't look into the options. Battle speed. I guess we can go fast. We'll see what fast does. All unit actions will display. Only your unit's actions will display. Nah, it's probably good that I know everybody's for right now. Grid, nah. Amputation speed, maybe. We'll figure out more of those as it happens. I can mess with the monastery. Team amputation. battle music. I can only change it for auxiliary and quest battles. Okay, fair enough. Online, no, Spirits of the Fallen. Friend Travelers. Okay, that's probably along the lines of Awakening type stuff. Go ahead and hit up another save here. If we get bodied, we get bodied. I'm not gonna, like, scum save it or anything like that. Everybody got a vulnerary on you? Apparently I can use my Iron Axe, so I'll keep that on me. It still said I couldn't do a battalion or anything like that, right? Yeah. And I can't reclass or nothing. Now the question is, do I want to keep my people like this, assuming that I can potentially move them or not? I can move them, although, is there a real reason to do so? So you're mages. You're my white mage, so I gotta keep you back more. Huber here should be able to destroy people. So you probably being right there is fine. We could probably move you, honestly, like right here. Yeah, right. I forgot what it was to actually fight now. Oh, okay, there we go. Alright, see how this goes. Feed condition all of your units fall.
The mock battle is finally here. Will you lead us to victory?
We'll see. I tend to throw quite a bit.
You already understand, but the house that defeats the other two is declared the winner. Incidentally, I'll be overseeing this mock battle, so listen well if you want to win.
That sounds like cheating there, Geralt. Now listen to me if you want to win, but this is a mock battle, so you should definitely know it. There's gotta be a better button than me having to mark everyone out here. Also, why are the other professors in this fight? Like, don't tell me I have to fight them as well. Although, apparently they drop stuff. Like, he also dropped something. Something tells me I might get quite bodied before that happens, but, did I not mark you guys? Did? Yeah, okay. Alright, how do we want to do this?
Stay focused.
The usual cheese of getting into the best defense, and then hiding in the corner, and then letting the mage destroy them afterwards? Sure, why not? That dude didn't even say nothing.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
And then we'll just hide you out of the range, so that way we can bait others coming in here, and then we can absolutely demolish them.
None of your shallow tactics are required, Claude. Ignatz and I will dismantle the opposition.
Yeah, well, somebody's about to get bodied.
Me? But I'm not ready.
Are you making light of our new professor? If you drop your guard, you're gonna get hurt.
Ash, can you move to the front lines? I want to lure the enemy this way.
Got it, Your Highness. Leave it to me.
Once you finish preparing, make your move. Dedu, Mercedes, keep our enemy occupied until then.
I'm also like 1v2ing two other houses, which you think would be like a free-for-all.
Oh my.
Unless we all do this every time, which could maybe be a thing. Alright, how you doing? That's about what I expected. One of us hits harder than the other by quite a bit, though. Yeah, you're not going any farther. How do we want to go about this here? Can I just, like, outright take you out? Alright, then. If I knock you down, then you're done with. I can probably double any of those two with my guy, so I could probably have you just do your thing. Nah, you got 17 HP still? Does this man have so much HP? Alright. 14, but that's not gonna kill, is the thing. Alright then. Don't miss with your 8% miss chance now.
Pointless.
Oh my fire, only in Fire Emblem. Anything less than 100% is 0. Ah, fine. Alright, well now we gotta play it like this, because somebody, who I'm not gonna name, had the golden miss. 22 HP. Did I have HP, huh? Alright, well, build a wall or something then, so that way these guys... well, we do have battle art. I almost ended my turn right there. Don't do that. Smash. Smash this man. Oh yeah, and a one-shot. Smash this man. You have 19 crit? Are you okay? Oh my.
I've lost? Oh, unthinkable.
Owned?
Well, how was that?
There have people hitting for 51 damage? Calm down.
I'm impressed.
Jeez. Alright, so I can hit you. Can I double you? Cannot. I can use all my weapon arts and whatnot, though. You... What does mine do? Wow, that ups the damage a lot. What the heck? Weapon durability -5, though, is quite a lot. 17, that's still not going to kill. But that should just about make sure that you die on the next hit, so... And then we could go ahead and run ourselves in here. And then our combat art is not going to one-shot, but it is going to hurt. We're making sure we can two-shot these guys at the end of the day. Now the question being, how far do I want to move anybody up potentially? Because they could target my healer here, which is a bit of an issue. Could also potentially use you as a heal tank if they go after you. You can hit me from right there. If I could block you and I can't, then you won't be able to hit me. This will at least bring you closer.
Well done, Teach. I may have to take this seriously after all. Let's use the forest to set up an ambush. I'm counting on your
Probably
support,
shouldn't say
everyone.
that out loud. I think, you know, probably the best part about an ambush is the fact that the people don't know about it in the first place. So maybe throwing away, you know, that information probably not the greatest. You can double? How slow are you? How slow are you that you're getting double?
If they're waiting in the forest, we'd do well to take a detour.
You don't say. It's almost like that's what I said immediately. I only have 5 uses of this magic, too. Don't you have a training sword or something, though? Wasn't that a thing? In which case, maybe I can take you out with a training sword? No, I only have my asthma. Okay. I would rather save your magic for later then, if at all possible, but we'll see how this goes. Now the question is, like, who do I want to give kills to? I guess having a dark mage with some kills would be pretty good. If you miss, again...
I've lost. The new professor is quite
That's still upsetting that I mean, it's the first miss of the playthrough, right?
At least tried.
But, like, come on. This man had an 8% chance to miss and he hit it. Oh, the baby rage. Alright, lady, you can have one.
So strong. Have to do better next time.
So there's our freebie kills over and done
Now
with.
you know your limits.
Really? 2 XP off? Come on. Looks like they extended the range of, like, the kill, or maybe it's based off of the enemy you kill, because, like, people over here got support, even though they really weren't that close. Yep, full. I only get 5 uses of heal, though. And I can't heal myself, apparently, outside of Nosferatu. That's kind of gross. Did I not pull a, did I not pull a vulnerary for you? No, you have a vulnerary on you, in which case, go ahead and use that. Well, we don't want to beat you guys just yet, but we're getting there. Although, I guess heals are only for 8 right now off of his base.
Are you really gonna fight 2 houses at once? An impressive display of confidence.
This is a good opportunity for us. Let's
I mean, do you intend on ever moving? You said you were doing an ambush rather than actually moving in on me, but if that's going to be the case, then see how this goes. Whoa, 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 wait, whoa, wait, whoa, what the heck? I guess I'm the professor of this one, so I guess it makes sense, but like, whoa, calm down there. I imagine you're probably like in an advanced class, probably a low advanced class, but like, whoa, chill. What are you using? You're using axe, bow, lance. Okay. Not that I have is really good against like any of that, so I think we're gonna need to take cover in the forest over here. Although you have an axe, 2 people can get punished there. What is your range? You have insane range, assuming you want to move. Your hit on me is a 62 out in the open. Interesting. So if I go into the forest, like, you really shouldn't be able to hit me, is what that means. Maybe I can bait you into going out a little too far here by putting you over there. We can move up our dark mage here a bit. I don't know if I want to go up that far, but... And then I guess if I can only heal for 8, then it's probably fine, in which case I probably should have healed the other one. Assuming. Looks like they might have nerfed heal XP, but that might just be about what normal. Okay, we're playing the forest to our advantage. That's what we wanted to happen. I'm still very concerned that the professor is going over there. You hit me with a 41% chance to hit? Oh, Fire Emblem, why are you like this? Okay, 52 understandable. A 41 though? Come on. That's a little much, don't you think? Alright. My dude is getting destroyed right now. Oh, it's trying to move my guy. I can kind of just bully you, although I'd rather prefer to bully others, but I could bully you. You have like 0 resistance, if I remember correctly, in which case this is gonna hurt a lot. You know? No, you don't have, I was like, maybe he has combat skills, but not. Alright. Arguably could have put my battle mage here in a better position, which would be fair criticism, honestly. But, for right now, it's working. You with your combat art is still not gonna kill. If I can get you against the other one, though. Can you just kill this guy? Yeah. That'll give you extra range.
Apologies, Your Highness.
The fact that I got hit for 11 by that one guy was just devastating.
You should be honored.
Still upset that that actually hit. That's gonna bring you down to 11. I mean, like, it takes away so much weapon durability. Although, I mean, we have a decent amount. You want to crit again? Ah, she didn't want to crit on this one. Well, you could have made life a little easier there on somebody if you did.
One step at a time.
Magic? You're using an axe? Okay, well. We want to put you right there, not necessarily. You do need a heal, though. You absolutely need a heal. So take this heal.
Thank you.
I healed for 11 that time? I thought it said it healed for like a base of 8. Maybe I read that wrong?
Stay focused.
Alright. Get you out of the way, too. It is going to leave me open to the Lance. Although if he intends on staying here, he's going to get bodied for it.
You fought well.
And we just healed, so presumably nobody else is within range besides the Lance, in which case we'll be okay to take him out.
It's time. We can finally settle the question of who's stronger.
Oh, you poor soul. You're going with the Lance into an axe fight.
With you as my opponent, I won't hold anything back.
I would expect no less.
Ah, well, you kind of lost this one, friend. You picked the wrong fight, certainly. Alright, you guys are coming in the range, though, which is very scary. I'm already in range of some of you. Who am I in range of? You and just you? You can only hit my black mage is the thing. Can I finish you off with you? 6. No, so I couldn't do it without my combat art. Combat art I can kill. Do I necessarily need you in the fight over there? She has an axe, you have a lance, so that's not the greatest. Yeah, go ahead and take him out here. Still don't know what Dex does. Maybe it's for movement, but that'd be weird because usually there's only a base.
I am so sorry, everyone. The rest is up to you.
Alright, so one house basically done with. If we move out of range, we can bait them out a little bit farther, in which case we can use more of our advantage as well as heal up over time. So let's get you out of range for the time being, just a little bit. Myself, I'll move just out of range. Go ahead and heal me while I'm right here. Or do I need to heal you? Who needs to heal more? You need to heal more.
Well done.
Alright. Alright, that's about as well as we could have done. Now the question is where to put you, because wherever I put you, you're going to be in bowman range. Although if I do put you here, then presumably you're going to stay right there, in which case I can deal with these two more easily. I can't go through there, so I need to bait them this way in order to keep them here, because I definitely don't want to aggro him if I don't have to. He has yet to move, so I don't think he will, but... Wow. You're gonna throw yourself out there as an archer? What an absolute mad lad. Alright, well, I can go body Hilda. Question is, who do I want to attack with first? You more than likely will resist Manuela. You can hit me because you have a hand axe. Although if I go right up to Archer Bro, he shouldn't be able to hit me. In which case, I can deal with you and the fact that you're not going to be able to hit me back, and then I can use Ferdinand to take you out. Presumably, I can use Ferdinand to take you out here. Alright. Combat art, do I need it? Probably. Yeah, you have 15 HP. Just no. If you miss with a 1% chance, I'm done. Good. Still can't believe we missed once with an 8% chance. Oh, that's so Fire Emblem.
Always getting stronger.
You know, honestly, a little resistance would have been nice.
I hate losing. I guess I'll just have to settle for cheering the others on.
How strong are you? You would hit for 11. You would hit for 7. Okay, so you don't hit that hard, and that's you hitting my weaker guy to you, so you're not as much of a problem as I thought you were going to be. The bigger problem is actually Hilda here. If that's the case, I should probably heal you here. I can put you out as bait, so that way she'll actually attack you with magic, presumably. She probably won't go for it in the fact that you're going to have as high as resistance. In which case, you'll probably not get targeted. You could get targeted by Hilda, although she would have to go through a decent amount of people to get to you, is the thing. You have Smash, which is not going to kill, but that is going to hurt quite a bit. And then I could use me on her here. In which case, I could hit her for 13, I could hit her for 16. I would get crit chance out of that, but also I'm more likely on this. And then if I use my combat art, what if I use, can I use Wrathful on my Iron Axe? I cannot, I can only use it with my sword. That'd bring you down to 11. With it, I bring you down to 9. You're more than likely gonna hit me. There's no way she takes me out, though. Like if Hilda goes after me. Did she heal for 5? No, but oh, was it my usage? What was that? What was that green 5? We could smash. I mean, we have so much usage. Like, why would you not, right? So if you hit me for another 9, potentially, in which case, so that bring me down to 11, and then I don't know how much you're doing to me. That brings me down to 11. That's if you hit him. If I bring you in range, can she not? There's no way she can't hit me right there. Or is that saying, like, she's guaranteed to attack him? I don't know why that would be the case when she has multiple targets. But I think we'll be okay. I also could just stand here in the way just to make sure nothing happens. I mean, this is also assuming she hits. 64% is pretty good. It's also Fire Emblem, which, as we've seen, 8% is clearly enough for me to be able to miss and or get hit, so you can't crit me, so I think we're okay. Of course, it's going to take me more than heal.
Don't waste my time.
Oh, baby, a crit with the 8%. Apparently it was. She crit 2 times already.
No obstacle will stand.
Calm down.
Truly amazing.
That's what I'm saying. What the heck? 2 crits in a row? I'd be so upset. Rude. Yeah, for being a professor, you're pretty weak. You're also using Nosferatu, though, so I mean, we gotta take that. Come on now. Professor on Professor Violence? I don't think I need my skill in order to take you as the thing. Yeah, no, you're just kind of done for. Yeet.
Well done. I nearly wound up a patient in my own infirmary.
I wouldn't mind going into the infirmary myself if you're my nerd. I mean, what? There we go, better. And we got resistance out of that as well. And we got vulnerability out of it.
So, you've made it past Manuela, eh? I see now I must focus and then make my move.
After everybody else is already done with it. This man was taking his time for sure, huh? Magic arrows with a high hit. I wonder if that's actually special against flyers, because it talks about magic arrows, and usually arrows give you some strength. Allows the unit to take the certification exam for intermediate class. Interesting. As I die on myself. Excuse me. And then we got wind magic here, which is 10 crit, which is scary. What are your abilities here? Prevents the unit from being silenced. That's pretty, that's really good as a mage, honestly. Use Rally to grant +4 magic. Meh. Although if he uses it on himself, with Sagittarius there, I can't stand it? No, I can't. Yeah. Well, we definitely, although mages usually don't care about terrain is the thing. What? Oh, I can heal myself for 1. Oh yeah, that's totally what I'm doing. You don't necessarily need a heal yet, though. In which case, go ahead and put you right here. It's a minute before. It's gonna take us like a turn or two before we both get into position here. I definitely want everybody hitting at the same time. I can also potentially use our light mage as a body block. Oh, he's just gonna chill right there? Well, aren't you just lame? Alright then. If you're gonna be so lame about it, I guess I'll come to you, so that way I'm basically guaranteed to take a hit. The question being, who is he going to attack? He can potentially crit you, but what are the chances? What are the chances this man crits me? You have no more heals after this either, although it really shouldn't go past one turn if you're a mage. You should be squishy enough. Alright. Let the bum rushing begin. Get in there. I only have one more use of my asthma, which is more than likely gonna get brought down a bit. You're gonna be like the raid boss because you're standing on top of that, aren't you? One extra defense, one extra res, plus 30% healing is kind of gross. 15? Bruh. How many uses do you have? 5? That's... Okay, well, Ferdinand's gonna have to get out of there after that happens. I'm pretty magic resistant myself, though, so that shouldn't be too bad. Don't you have resistance on you? You do, so if we can potentially bait him into attacking you, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be the case. You don't have resistance, do you? Not really. I'd rather you not. You have that rage? What? Excuse? Oh, because he can run over, that's right. He's not locked into that, but he has yet to actually go out and do it. And if he wants to, he can move off of that point. In which case, then I'll punish him for doing so. Never mind, apparently you still have that range anyways. Ow. Okay, but we moved him off of his actual point here, in which case we can bully him for it. So we use this right here, because he's going to use the Sagittae here. The reason being, it's going to reduce, his usage, so he has 4 more uses, presuming somehow we don't, kill him within this turn. That spell will be gone, and then we only have to deal with wind potentially critting us. Maybe we get the 1% crit, it's there! I mean, we've seen the 8% miss and the 8% crit, so why not a 1% chance to crit at this point, right? Alright, so I can sneak myself around the back, that's not a problem. Oh yeah, we eat those. Yeet. Ow. Oh, you know who has to do it. I mean, come on now. I can double this dude? Well, old man, you're done for.
My goodness. The leadership of someone with actual battle experience is... well, I was as good as useless.
Well, maybe giving up your advantage was probably not great. Also, you know, wait until everybody else got yeeted? Had he actually, like, ran at me like the others did, like, it would have been a legitimate problem with how hard he was hitting. But, he kind of just sat there. So, let's go ahead and send this voluntary to the console.
That's that. The winner of this mock battle is... the Black Eagle House.
He's
Even though
done
it was
it.
just a mock battle, we defeated both houses masterfully. Take pride in
That
this
old
victory,
guard over
everyone.
here, MVP, out here double crit. Like, what? What? Excuse me? You're telling me she went out there, crit 2 people for 50 plus damage with less than a 10% crit chance on, or no, I guess she was close to like 20%. About a 20% crit chance. It's both crits. And this man's MVP? What? His motivation is maxed out. Pog. But Also, probably not as deserved as some others. Like, how's everybody's motivation not maxed out after that?
Though our victory should come as no surprise.
It was easy, honestly. It was just that
Yes, it
easy.
was. Further proof that you're well qualified to guide the Black Eagles.
I mean, you did crit 2 people, so I'm not gonna roast you,
Professor.
at least for this moment.
Impressive. We gained a victory because of your
Oh,
great
Petra,
leadership.
your speech hurts my
did.
ears.
We all tried our best, of course, but we couldn't have won without you.
You
I
you
was
weren't even
curious what
here.
it would look like if you did not hold back, and you did not disappoint.
Considering I could double the professor,
I dare say we owe our victory to
I
Lady
would say we were
Edelgard.
pretty okay.
How so? For that battle, she was only a soldier following our professor's command. Sure, she was an incredibly powerful soldier.
Don't worry about it too much, Linhart. All that matters is that we won.
I'm all done with being on the battlefield.
You weren't even on the battlefield.
I'd rather stay back than pursue victory out there.
You were all as ridiculous as always.
Yeah,
We only managed to
you're
win
right.
because we worked
You're
together.
right on that one. Hello, camera. We good?
Was it something I
All
said?
right.
Is
Yeah.
it so odd, me talking about togetherness? If so, that perception must change. In fact, I'm canceling the festivities so we can discuss this topic further.
And then you
I'm
ruined
kidding,
it
of course.
immediately.
Come on, everyone. We've earned
No,
this celebration.
even say that you were kidding about it immediately ruined it. Just sometimes it's better to just keep your mouth shut.
Your work
That's
with
all
the
I'm
students
saying.
was remarkable. I can see Gerald trained you
It
well.
didn't do nothing.
I do hope you were able to use the occasion to bond with the students.
Not really. They're kind of self-centered. You know, they're kind of nobles and all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I totally did, milady.
I'm so happy to hear it. Nothing would please me more than if you used this coming year to grow closer still.
Of course, the
consider
mock
it.
battle was mere practice. The real fight is the battle of the Eagle and Lion, which will take place during the Wyvern Moon.
Did we not just do
You
that?
are expected to
But
properly
better.
train your students so as not to humiliate the Academy during the long-held tradition that is the coming battle.
Okay.
As for today, I have called you here to tell you of your mission for the month
Can I get
ahead.
paid, please?
Your class is
I
to
need
dispose
money.
of some bandits causing trouble nearby.
My mission? My mission? Susie?
Those affiliated with Garrigmach Monastery have a moral obligation to help those in need, regardless of social
Oh,
standing.
morals.
Students are no exception. Each month before the newly birthed moon departs, each house of students must complete their assigned mission. You shall work to complete the task at hand alongside your students and report back to the Archbishop.
And what
before
if
the
I
deadline.
don't? What are you
Understood.
gonna do about it,
I will soon
Mr.
provide you with the
Greenbeard?
necessary
What are you
details
gonna do
for your
about it?
first mission. If I told you now, I expect you would only forget, and I despise repeating myself.
Hey, you're not wrong,
can sense
because
something
that
special
was probably the
within
last fight we're gonna do for this
I
stream.
have high hopes for you.
Bandits, they say.
So this, you watched this entire time and you said nothing about this.
Do you recall when we first met? You shall not fall so shamelessly again, correct?
And it seems a little sus that you're so insistent on my own protection here.
Have you no words for me? Do not tell me that you are shocked to hear from me. You ought to know that I am always with you now.
You mean I'm cursed
hear
with
my
this
voice
voice
should not
forever?
come as a
Kill me already. I mean, fine, right? Still strange that you have what that is.
All I was told was to kill as many noble pipsqueaks as possible. No one said anything about the Knights of damned Saros being on our trail.
Sounds
you
fair.
have proven yourself worthless, distracted by something so trivial. I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback. But now a child of the Knight's former captain is in play. How interesting.
Hey, this isn't what I agreed to.
Right.
Hiring a mercenary as a professor. What was that woman thinking?
Are you listening to me? How do we finish this?
You die.
Oof.
What?
Underestimating the Knights was an amateur mistake, one you will pay for. The road to eternal torment awaits you all. Now I must locate your replacements.
Wait! Get back here! Damn you!
I do like the red-black coloring pattern for sure. As you can see in the logos, as you can see in the thing right now, it's just a good color pattern. I doubt that's just me that thinks that. So that's probably all we're going to be doing for this stream, although they're going to go on with
Part
this.
one.
So we'll go up until that point. I'll find the next part to save, and then we'll do that.
In honor of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon, the people perform music once beloved by those divine beings. Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast.
You gonna tell me that I'm getting a dancer class here? Power crest. Move cursor over the crest and a unit's details display to learn more. I did see the crest. That is something I noticed. I didn't realize we could actually interact with it. I figured that was something I'd have to learn up later. But nice to see that we got it. New places to explore. Oh, baby. 2K? We got, what was that? 25% raise? Oh.
As you have already been notified, your mission is to
Man, I'm
subdue
just
some
trying to save,
bandits.
but
Our
yeah,
students
okay.
have been learning about combat through study, but this is a precious opportunity to provide them with practical experience.
Did we not just do that with the
Knights
mock
will
combat?
support your mission and are prepared to offer their assistance if necessary. In short, this is no mock battle. You must be prepared for anything. You will receive a message from the Knights when it is time to depart. Until then, use your time
Okay, yeah, I get it. Activity
The last
points
time
and
we
all
fought
that.
bandits, you saved me. Maybe I can return the favor this time.
I'd rather you not, because that means that things would be going terribly. But don't get careless. But also, let's do our best.
The Knights are well aware of our enemy's strength. We can count on them to keep the battlefield under control for us. It seems unlikely that we would lose. Still, let's do all we can.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I'm very
seem
good at
well.
misplaying.
Are you
So
adjusting to life at the monastery?
I don't think there's enough waifus in the room. I don't know if that's something you can help me out with here, man, or like what's going on. But you know what? I think I can live with it.
Oh, I didn't expect that answer. When we were mercenaries, I handled everything. Outside of battle, you didn't have much contact with people, did you?
Just like in
I
real
thought being
life?
thrown into a swarm of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for you. But I guess I had nothing to worry about.
No, well, you do,
By the
but
way,
not from me.
I heard about those bandits. Your first assignment is to take them out, right? That's
Didn't I
fairly
already do
routine
that?
for you by now. But don't forget it's the first real taste of battle for those brats. It'll be tougher to sleep at night if you let one of your little pupils die. So stay vigilant.
You have to say it like that, but you're not wrong. If I
wish
was
I could offer you more support,
playing
but
on
Uriah won't
hard,
allow it.
well, we're on hard difficulty.
For now,
but if
I'll try to
we
figure
had
out what she
permadeath
wants
on.
from you. I don't mind you settling into your life here, but don't let your guard down, ever.
Ooh, foreshadowing, are we? I didn't do nothing. Whoop. Snetch birthday. Everybody gets flowers, okay?
Thank you.
Especially the waifus. The husbandos, if they do well enough, we'll think about it. The waifus, though. Alright, everybody get their birthdays out of the way already. I gotta fund this somehow. The monastery holds events with various effects, such as those which increase the benefits of the share of meal activity for certain characters. These events will appear on the calendar. Select Explorer on your day off to participate. Can I actually big seminar? How am I ever supposed to teach these brats if I can't ever hold a seminar? Marketplace, we got anything good in here? Armory? My sword, all of my weapons did take a beating after that one. Quite a bit, really. We did win rather easily, but we certainly took a little bit of a beating on some of our weaponry. Ooh, we got access to skill stuff already. Why would I want a training sword? I mean, it is cheap, but it's also like almost half as much as an iron sword, which is not great. A javelin? Yeah, you've got my interest, except nobody can use it. Alright, fair enough. And they limited how much I could buy of it. A mace? Oh, babe. A night killer? That could be worth something. Steel bow? Mini bow? Bow that can be used at close range, but it cannot make follow-up attacks if they're right on top of you. But it gives you the option of being able to counterattack if they're one spot away from you. So there's utility there, but four powers really not strong. It's still better than a training bow, but like, man, gauntlets. Now we're talking. Standard iron gauntlet, simple but effective. Wielder attacks twice when initiating combat. So you get 3 double attacks, is what you're saying. With crit, you have absolutely 0 damage, but you have some crit and you attack twice. There's gonna be skills to make this better. I can 100% already see it. 3, you still get crit, and you still get doubles with that. Whoops. What? Simple Gauntlet's perfect for training purposes. They attack twice when initiating combat. 0 power, so I guess you just go off your base power then? I mean, at least you get crit and 2 attacks, but it weighs almost nothing either. Everybody can use it. I'm not exactly sold on that one there. Items, what do we got going on here? Simple but certainty. I imagine this is just straight up +2 protection on defense and resistance, because I definitely need resistance. The Inner Seal, allow unit to take the certification exam for a beginner class. For an immediate class, they are expensive, considering how poor we are. And if we bought them all right now, we wouldn't be able to do anything for the rest of the month. Torch, that increases visibility in heavy fog. No, they're bringing fog back? Stop it. Get some help. Increase resistance by 7. Effect gradually wears off as turn counter increases. That's a good item for magic bosses. That'll be worthwhile. But until we fight one of those, probably alright. Do not unlock the Battalion Guild yet. Okay. Do not unlock the Blacksmith yet. Okay. Well, the only thing I can do is explore, so here we are. From the map screen, you can travel instantly to the places you've already been. Press the R to open the map and select the destination. Press A to fast travel for seconds to see where to find each character and facility at your selected location. Nice. A girl's voice, what could it mean? Oh, tell me you hear a girl's voice in my bedroom, huh? Interesting. I wonder what that could be. Okay, my dude thinking way too hard of you. Alright, so we're good for this stream. We got a lot of tutorial-esque stuff out of the way. We still got some combat in there. We got decent combat out of that last fight there. I would say we played it relatively well. We got it certainly would have went better if we didn't miss, right? Somebody would have died sooner, we would have taken less damage and whatnot. But that's Fire Emblem, baby. Like, I don't know what to tell you about that one. Appreciate everybody that came out. Always gotta get the special thank yous out there. So thank you, Acting Hero, for raiding with the party of 3, as well as any potential raiders that could still be here. If you're not here, that's understandable. I mean, you never signed up for this, right? You just you were with somebody originally, and then you came over to me. So if you did say, I appreciate you, if you left, it's understandable. It doesn't hurt my feelings at all. I mean, you never came here in the first place by your own self, right? So, like, how could I be mad at that? But I appreciate everybody for coming out. The chat was nice. It's very rare that we end up getting chat. Hopefully, I'm not too off-putting for people that talk in chat. Not everybody does. A lot of people like to lurk as well. I lurk as well. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand the lurking. Like, that's cool. I understand that. I lurk all the time. So, but yeah, I've enjoyed it so far. Honestly, it's been a while since I played a Fire Emblem game. Were those like the hardest fights ever? No, of course not, right? Like, we're just starting the game, so what do you expect, right? Although they did pick it up in that last fight. We also did pick hard mode. We picked hard casual, though. Casual meaning that we're not going to have permadeath, so if anybody does die, well, we'll end up getting them back. It's really just for, like, the support conversations and whatnot, so that way we can get some more story lore and whatnot as we go on, rather as I'm sure I'll get somebody killed off at some point, in which case I would lose access to some of the lore and whatnot. If we ever do a second playthrough, maybe it'd be like a YouTube exclusive playthrough or something. Unless people really wanted to see another playthrough on Twitch, which I would absolutely do, as of so far. In which case, we probably play as a different house and then go along those lines. But yeah, that's about it for this one. Hey, bot, did you decide to wake up today? Because I checked you like 3 different times. So if you would, please. Son of a... okay, well... I'll check it tomorrow and try and figure this out. Why is this a problem? Oh, the baby rage. It's fine. Alright, so sell out the way we've been doing it this whole time. Down there! Twitter! Follow it. That way you guys get all the news. So that way you guys don't end up missing a stream. If you're liking the Fire Emblem stuff, I'll definitely be continuing it. Probably within the next stream. I don't know if we're streaming tomorrow. Because today I got... Wow, I can't even spell socials right. Jeez. It's too late, man. I'm trying it one more time, but I actually spell it right. Okay, bot still doesn't care. Okay, well, the first time, that was me misspelling it. That was me. The bot not coming up the second time, I have no idea. Anyways. So, Twitter's down there in the panels. Definitely go check that out. Follow me over there as well. That's where you're going to get a lot of your news. As well as, you know, at the end of the streams, we usually give out a decent amount as well. So, definitely follow that if you haven't already. Just maybe I could potentially entertain you guys over there on Twitter. I don't know. I make comments and whatnot on there. I don't really post on Twitter myself. I don't know, like, I'm bored? Is probably the best way to put it. Like, to put it even, like, bluntly to myself, like, I'm just kind of bored. Like, I'm just kind of like a guy. Like, I go on the Twitter and the socials and stuff like that, and, like, I look at it, and then I compare it to myself, and then I'm like, some people be wild, man. Like, not to be, like, rude towards anything, or anything like that. It's just, like, to see so many other different experiences than my own by looking through, you know, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that type of stuff. You look through it, and you're like, my life is so different compared to so many other people. It's crazy. Anyways, enough self-figuring out. I don't know. Underneath as well there in the panels, we have my YouTube channel, which is an archive of all our Twitch VODs. So if you're a first-time Twitch viewer, if you're a returning one and you're liking the content so far, we've got plenty of stuff down there. We're getting close to 250 videos down there now, which I would say is pretty good for 8 to 9 months of streaming. That's essentially, what, almost a video a day? If not a video a day? So we're definitely getting there. Right, so what do we got down there? Well, I've got a little bit of it in the about section, which I should really make more about myself, so that way people can be like, this guy is more than just a guy, even though I think I'm just a guy. But if people, if they want to know more about me, there's definitely some stuff I can share in there. But anyways, things that you can find in the YouTube here. We've got Resident Evil, basically everything, 0 through 8, as well as Revelations 1 and 2, and Code Veronica. So basically the entire franchise. Excuse me. We've also, if you're a fan of the Souls series, like, we've got Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, including all the DLC in there, so definitely go check that out. If you like the Souls stuff. We've got Bloodborne in there, including the DLC as well, with all the bosses beat and whatnot. So if you're a Souls fan, check all that out. We've got Code Vein, which is also Souls-like, in which case I actually beat every boss on there, as well as some of the DLC bosses. I did the Hell Knight. I beat all of them at this point, right? It's just, the videos for the other two are not really, or at least for me, they're not really fun bosses to fight, because the Frozen Empress essentially is, she's got 2 rotating ice crystals around her, and you have to knock those down and kill them in order to be able to deactivate her attack and defensive buffs, because they're like really strong. But they're also floating around in the air. You can't target them, so it's like half the time you just swinging at air hoping for the best. So that, mostly because of that mechanic, made me didn't really like the Empress fight. I still beat it though. I ended up using the Infernal Blade, which is a special weapon that you get for defeating the Hell Knight. In which case, I used that to beat the Frozen Empress. And then, once I beat the Frozen Empress, I moved on to the Lord of Thunder, which I ended up beating as well. I think it took me like 5 tries, maybe. The Frozen Empress, we beat her on the 2nd try, so it was like, it really wasn't that hard of a boss. So it was kind of like, meh. And then the actual fight itself is like half the time me just swing it at air, so it was like, nah, I'm good. So... But, yeah. Anyway, so there's those. If you like some of the lighter stuff, if you're a Pokemon fan, boy, howdy do I've got some, playlists for you. I've got Shining Pearl, as well as Legends of Arceus, where we do indeed capture Arceus. So if you like Pokemon, if you want to see a regular playthrough of, Shining Pearl, I know it's not like Nuzlocke or anything like that, it's just a normal playthrough. Although I did switch up the team quite heavily, I would want to say, than what normal people would use. Or I would say more normal teams that you would expect from that game. So I didn't feel like I made it unique in that regard, even though it's, you know, not a Nuzlocke, you can't overlevel, you can't be underlevel, you can't, no items inside of a fight, stuff like that. I want to be able to do something like that at some point, but I just don't know how to, and I don't really have the equipment, quote unquote, to be able to do so. So, yeah. We also do have Elden Ring, of course. Elden Ring, we've got like 86 videos or something like that of Elden Ring. It's a massive game, though. I mean, we spent like almost 200 hours, on it, on a single playthrough. To be fair, we were blind and we were exploring slowly. I mean, we could probably speed run it real fast at this point at like New Game Plus and whatnot if we went like just straight through to bosses only or whatever, or doing like the bare minimum in order to get back to the main bosses, in order to beat the game again, I would say we could probably cut that down by like, we could probably be in like 50 hours, if not less than that. That's probably still an overkill, just because of how massive the map is. But yeah, so again, another Souls-like thing, definitely check that out. We've also got other games on there. I'm not going to say them all because, I mean, we got 250 videos. That's quite a bit. You'll find something on there if you're liking the content so far. I can pretty much guarantee it. Also in our panels down there is my Discord. Definitely go ahead and join that if you want to. It's another area where you can keep up to date with me, as well as just another area where we can start growing the community. If you guys are small streamers yourselves, definitely go ahead and join. It would be nice to be able to grow everyone's channel. So we could definitely do that. We could definitely, you know, like look at each other's communities. If we think we're like a good match, if we find a lot of viewers like each other's content or content that we put out that's similar to each other, then we could absolutely make something work with that. It's just another way for networking, communication, all that good stuff. So if you want to go ahead and join that, that's an option for you down there. Of course, all of this being free, so you don't have to worry about that either. We did smashingly, absolutely beautiful. Some people may not think it's a lot, but I mean, we got 3 followers today on a single stream, which is paw. I mean, I'll say it again. Thanks for acting hero there with the party 3 raid, and all the raiders that came along with them. Appreciate them as well as anybody else that stayed till the end, of course. If you made it till the end, I mean, you lived through some of the dialogue there, so definitely appreciate everybody for sticking around for as long as you did. I don't know if we'll be streaming tomorrow. Definitely go ahead and watch Twitter for that. If you do end up joining Discord, either just at me or I'll at the announcements area, in which case, then you guys will be able to see that. We'll see about tomorrow. I mean, like, I want to. Like, I've got new, refound energy, I would say, by that raid. That's not roasting anybody that normally comes in here and that's just lurking and stuff like that. It's just, it's a really good feeling when you get raided, right? Because a lot of the time we usually have the 0 to 1 viewers and whatnot, right? Which is fine. Like, that's, I mean, everybody can choose whatever they want to watch. So that's not like me being like, oh, I should have all the viewers on Twitter. Like, no, obviously not, right? But it would be nice, though. Let's be real, that's not happening. I mean, we've got, what, we got millions upon millions. I don't need 7 million people watch me. That's all sorts of spooky. Not that I really have that form of anxiety, which is interesting because, like, real life, I would say, like, just like normal everyday life when I'm not streaming or whatever, I would say I'm more, I mean, really to the point of antisocial. Like, it's not really it's not like other people's problem, right? It's just something with me. I don't know. Something about being around people just doesn't do it for me. And that's not roasting, though. That's more of a roast myself, and that's more like something I should have an introspection on myself as to why exactly what it is that makes me that way. It could be a natural disposition, like, I mean, there's always, you know, there's introverts, there's extroverts, and all that good stuff, so it could just be a natural disposition of being introverted. And then, of course, if you got life experiences and whatnot as well, that could probably just compound it, in which case, maybe if you're already sitting at an introverted level, and then life, like, beats it into you, and then all of a sudden, you go from, let's say, like, a normal, like, introverted level, since most people are either introverted or extroverted, in which case, if you get beat down into it, then maybe you go below the level, being you're more introverted, where if you get beat up, shall we say, in when you're an extrovert, maybe that makes you along the lines of, I guess what people would say is a social butterfly, in which case, you know, they're absolutely fine with just hanging out with everyone and just a good time to be around. Not to say that introverts or anything like that are not good to hang around. It's just, we're just not as open, is probably a better way of putting it. Anyways, that was a long rant about nothing. I apologize for that. You guys have a good day, night, afternoon, whatever time it is for you guys. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. If not, maybe the day after. I'm trying to keep the stream shorter. Not necessarily because I don't want to put out more content there. I mean, we've had like 12-hour streams and stuff, right? So this is like easy, but I'm playing on recruit difficulty right now in terms of that regard. But it's really just for numbers and stuff like that, which I don't like, right? Because I don't want to change for stuff like that. But in order to reach affiliate and partner and whatnot, right now there's different ways we could fix that, right? One of the things would be get 3 average viewers throughout the stream. If I could do that for X amount of hours, I would absolutely do it. Because then one of the requirements for reaching affiliate is having a certain amount of concurrent viewers within the amount of time that you're streaming. So it kind of works against me when I go longer, right? Because if I do a 12-hour stream, then within that 12 hours, it's like, did I keep 3 concurrent viewers? Which is not necessarily unrealistic, but at our place currently to where we're at the moment, to keep 3 on at all times within a 12-hour period, probably not the easiest, right? So, what's an easier way of making that happen, right? Stream less hours. In which case, you don't have to keep them as long. More people will more or less be able to stay within that time, right? Like if you put on a 2-hour stream or something like that, right? I mean, people watch 2+ hour movies, so that's a realistic time, in which case you could keep that amount of people, whereas, you know, something 4, 12, 6-hour stream, anything on those lines, you're already pushing it. So, and then of course, you know, as I say, people have the not the mental capacity, but the attention span of a goldfish, in which case is 7 seconds. That's not to roast anybody in chat or anything. That's just like a legitimate study they have out there for like people as a whole, which I can only imagine will get worse the longer that we go on. Like 7 already seems almost generous, but that might just be a me thing. Anyway, I'm already ranting about nothing. Just end the stream, man. All right, you guys have a good one. Appreciate everybody that raided, that followed and stayed with the raid. If you ended up leaving, never hold anything back, and never hold anything against it. I've raided with other people before, and then stayed maybe like an hour, then ended up dipping. Mostly because it just wasn't my type of content. I mean, it was like gaming stuff or whatever, but it just wasn't my game, essentially, which is fine, right? Not everybody goes into a game they don't like and then just watch it for X amount of time because it's just not your cup of tea, right? So, it is what it is. We're starting another rant. Nope, get me out of here. Nope. I already know where this is going. All right, you guys have a good one. I'm going to shut up now, get out of here. I don't know. Is anybody even on right now, the host? Every time I forget to find people that I can host at the end, but then again, when we stream at times like this, I don't know who's playing. If you guys have anybody that you want me to raid right now, throw it down in the comments. I'm gonna give it like a minute, and if I don't see anybody else, any other names of streamers that I should throw in there in order to send you guys over, I'm gonna just call it. I need to find more people to actually like raid and whatnot, get some more networking on that, but like I just never, I know, I'm just like a guy, like networking is not like my thing. I'm trying to get better at it, but like it's just not something that naturally comes to me. Anyways, I'll leave that for like a minute. If you guys have anybody, throw it down in the comments. Or in the chat box there, I should say. I was thinking of YouTube. But, yeah. If you guys got anybody, go ahead and throw it in there. If you don't, I'd love to raid somebody, but I just don't have anybody off the top of my head that's actually live right now. So, If I don't see nothing, then we out here. Alright, I'm not seeing nothing, nobody's saying nothing, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it. You guys have a good one. Check Twitter tomorrow. See ya!